profile shot of me.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do that before you bring up the fight card, okay? Or do you want me to do it afterwards?
Where do you want it in this intro? Let's do it after the prelim card. Let's do the thing. Talk about the prelim card and use the rule bet. Yes. You told me to. No, he's exactly right. Hey Adam, our entire conversation just went out on the broadcast, by the way.
tight. F1 cars doing laps about a mile from the pit. Drivers in the paddock like, yo, what is this? Place called Bump Studios, I'm not making this up. King Khan walks at 7, buckle up. Mayday! Karate combat, something's going wrong.
Hello and welcome to Karate Combat 61. We're back in our cultural home of Miami, Florida, and Robin Black, we're actually in our real home now, our new KC Apex, just starting to get fitted out. We've got a great night of fights coming your way from here.
Yeah, you know, the pit is a beautiful fighting surface wherever you put it, but when you put it in here, this audience, they can feel it. You know, they're in tight. They're going to be able to get blood splashed on them. It's great.
Yeah, Karate Coach Cruz, Plenio Cruz, thank you for joining us again here in the booth. Look, Karate Combat events, they're always, you know, not claustrophobic, they're almost atmospheric, and this is really a great environment to see some fights.
Brother, I'm very happy to be back here in Miami, the beautiful city Miami, back with Karate Combat. Karate Combat in Miami is a perfect combination. Happy to be now on this Karate Combat Apex. It's a beautiful venue, never claustrophobic. Fighting could be claustrophobic, but Karate Combat never.
It's like a little fight club in Miami.
Beautiful, I love it.
We've got 9 fights coming your way this evening. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the card. First up, our main card. We're going to kick off with Tommy Aaron taking on the Seagoat, Armus Guyton. Great women's bantamweight fight. Larissa Pacheco, she's seeing if she can get it done in not her first, her second, her third weight class against tough Pole Julia Stasiuk. Cláudio Ribeiro, knockout specialist, taking on Curtis Millender. That's a real fun match at light heavyweight. Our co-main event, Guram Kutateladze, absolute ground and pound destroyer, taking on UFC veteran Lucas Almeida. Top of the main card, we've had a few changes, but we've now ended up with Shahzaib Rind, our lightweight champion, taking on Andre, the People's Champ Ewell, who's stepping up. Guys, quick word about those 2 fights at the top. We'll start with the Georgian, Kutateladze, coming off a vicious knockout at KC60. This guy's a destroyer.
Wiry and ornery, hyper-aggressive, just sort of gets you in his sights, and when he finds the time to put you on, he just drives and knuckles into you. Yeah, he's an exciting, fun one to watch.
100%. I'm excited to see what Guram delivers tonight. I know he trains with Topuri now. Also, I think he's spent most of his training camp training with Kamsashi Maya, who's fighting next week. Yeah. So I think the man's on top shape, fought not too long ago in Russia. So I think we're going to be able to see him deliver the best.
Yeah, and he's got a UFC vet in Lucas Almeida. We expect some really good, competent striking for him. I think it's a great clash of styles in our co-main.
100%. Lucas Almeida with the solid Kyokushin karate background, a real karate man from Brazil. Cornering and coached by a great coach, also from Brazil, Adriano Silva, master Kyokushin, great MMA coach. So I think we're going to see the highest level, one side of karate and the other side of striking.
Now Almeida wants to keep a big enough gap that he can throw kicks out there and not end up in too tight.
And if one thing the karate guys can do at this style is stay close and deliver high kicks and everything else.
Yeah, our main event, of course, has been through a few changes. We'll talk about it in depth a little bit later. But safe to say, we've ended up with a great match, Shahzaib Rind and Andre Ewell.
Yeah, I mean, Shahzaib has kind of turned into a homegrown star here. He's long and rangy. He's going to have a reach advantage. It's a last-minute opponent, so it's difficult for everybody. But it's always exciting. It's always super unpredictable when he fights. And respect to Ewell for stepping up on, an afternoon's notice?
Yeah. Well, we'll get into the details of that a bit later. We've also got the prelims coming up first. We're going to have 4 prelim fights. Let's go ahead and take a look at the prelims that we're going to be seeing here this evening at KC61. Our featured bout this evening, Vanilto Antunes. That is a great match, taking on the super athletic Reggie Northrup. Naldo Silva, AJ Weathersby is a great bout at middleweight. Another women's strawweight bout, Jady Menezes taking on Janaina Iron Hand and Silva. That one should be a lot of fun as well. And we're going to kick off tonight in the lightweight bout, Sitik Muduiev taking on Devin Lee. Before we got into that, we have got a great announcement from our title sponsor tonight, Rubet. Rubet are going to be awarding whoever we and the promotion determine their main character of the night to be $25,000.
Hey man, that ain't nothing. You know, Rubet's got some cash, and they want to share it with. And main character can be anything. You know, it can be. We expect him to be the greatest performer of the night, and we're going to see who that is.
100%, but also boost the action. Really say that this is a place that everybody's close. The atmosphere is better, so putting this extra cash, and I respect Rubek. We start the partnership with Karate come with the right foot, giving back to the fighters, and that's what pushes them to deliver their best.
I think this environment is just going to pump the fighters up more. So thank you very much to our title sponsor, Rubet, crypto's fastest growing casino. Their $25,000 is going to make one of these fighters extremely happy tonight. Right, let's get to some fights, shall we?
Yes.
First two fighters coming your way in the lightweight division, Sadik Muduiev and America's Devin Fire Prince Lee. So Devin Lee makes his way to. What was it? Sorry, I've got a light bright in my face. Sadik Muduiev makes his way to the pit tonight. Great to have him here with us. This is his second appearance. He, of course, beat or lost to Bad Combination Henry back at KC 59.
In the blue corner, we have Devin Lee.
Okay, well, I do apologise. A little bit of a technical hiccup. Corners are swapped the other way around on our sheets,
Right,
so bear with me here.
Corner, we have Sitik Muduev.
Well, while we wait for Sadik Muduiev, Robin, got a fantastic set of fights up tonight. That main event, I know it's a late replacement, but Shahzaib Rind is always exciting, and Andre Ewell, he is coming off the most ridiculous last-second knockout of Weber Almeida that we have ever seen in the pit.
Yeah, and you can have height advantages, size advantages, youth like Shahzaib has, but you better not underestimate Ewell, man. He will get in his face into your chest and fire big overhand rights.
Because remember, guys, sometimes it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about how big is the fight in the dog.
Well, that fight is coming up top of the card tonight. Of course, first up, my apologies for earlier, is Sadik Muduiev, currently fighting out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, with American top team. He's coming off a loss at Karate Combat 59, but look, he's an extremely well-rounded fighter, very high-ranking featherweight. Just didn't quite get off the shots he wanted to in that debut here with us, but he's got a lot of wrestling background to go with his striking, which is actually kind of Chinese martial arts based, Robert.
Yeah, and you know, the Chinese martial arts get a bad rap from people not in the know, people who just follow the narratives that they've heard over the years. But the Chinese martial arts are extremely unpredictable. They play with different ranges and different rhythms, and it's tough to interpret sometimes. Coach Cruz, this is going to be a lot of fun, this one.
I think so too. I think both fighters very well prepared, hungry, different styles, different countries. I think we're in for a great show.
Fighters, enter the pit.
So, standard Karate Combat rules in effect here. 3 3-minute rounds. And Karate Combat 61 is powered by Hedera. The H-Bar Foundation helps take the brightest minds in Web3, take their ideas from on-brain to on-chain. Check out hbarfoundation.com to learn more.
Muduev with the black pants and red wraps on his black gloves.
These are actually our new gi styles as well, so they look pretty tasty. So nice start from these guys. Muduev with the center of the pit here.
Devin Lee is light and patient right now. But he's getting cornered ever so slightly. He's hesitant a little bit too.
Yeah, Devin Lee, it's big shots from Muduev, but referee's going to stand him up. quick here for Lee being a grounded opponent.
Muduev was very committed to those punches in close.
Yeah, Devin Lee making his way to us from up in New York.
I like the looks of
representing runaway Shinobi.
Lee's got
I like what Devin Lee is trying to do, switching stances, trying to get Muduev more confused because, you know, Muduev, being from Dagestan, he brings that Russian strong style of kickboxing, putting pressure.
Yeah,
nice leg kicks over there.
He's turning him on that lead leg, and it's been some good straight shots up the middle from Lee, but he hasn't connected with the same power that Muduev has so far.
Lee has a nice flow to him, though. He's a little unpredictable. He's got length and range, trying to push through the middle.
I like to see Lee using like that a longer guard, not kind of keep him away up, because that will set him up for better kicks with more distance.
Lee has a significant range advantage in this bout. We just haven't seen him use it too effectively yet.
Yes, because the way that Lee is staying with the high guard, just like with the hands up like that, he's basically inviting Muduev to the pocket.
But Lee has fired the long front kick once or twice, and the kick to the middle kick, but yeah, the hands in tight. Coach Cruz, that point of yours, when we have seen him extend the front hand, he seemed to own the range a little bit more.
Lee, with his background primarily in kickboxing, he has just started to venture into the world of MMA, though. Has a 1-0 record in professional mixed martial arts.
Yeah, he's moving like a real stand-up martial artist, no question. And if you're Muduev, put this guy on his ass and see what that's about for him.
Yeah, he hasn't looked to use the clinch as of yet. But just a reminder, under the Karate Combat rule set, you can initiate those takedowns. There's a few restrictions. We'll talk about them if they pop up. But once the opponent is grounded, as long as you stay up in a certain series of positions and are not fully grounded yourself, you can strike for as long as you can keep flurrying.
Yeah, and that is the roots of karate. We're not talking about 1970s karate. This is traditional karate where you can strike from above.
And as long as he keeps punching this,
One knee down now, but he's up.
Oh, I'd like to see the referee be a little more decisive stopping that. He did go down temporarily, so the right break in the action.
That round went quite quickly, and if you're Devin Lee, you don't feel too bad about how it went,
No, Devin Lee paced himself a little more. Muduev went a little harder. What I like to see from both sides is doing a little more level change and explore more the body shots. Both are just going for very hard shots in the head, but sometimes it's hard to knock somebody out like that. You got to build a knockout.
So as we take a look at some of the replays, if you have to put your money on someone for that first opening period, leaning the way of Muduev.
Yeah, a lot of judges will see it from Muduev. For Lee, when he used the long kicks to the body, the front kick and the kick tucked up under the elbow, that's when he did the best.
100%. I think the way to go for Lee now is still stay elusive like that, explore more body shots, use more feints, and keep a longer guard, exploring more his reach from that guard so he can, Muduev rushes in, he can put a knee, put a high kick. And if I'm Muduev, I'll stick with the same, just start exploring more body shots on the level change.
Yeah, punch his way in, hit the body a bit, and then maybe put him down again. I mean, Lee seemed, certainly less comfortable on his back at the very least.
Yes.
So, second round underway here. Muduev again taking the center of the pit.
Do you see how Lee flows in a very good flow and pace? He just got to throw a few more shots with the lead hand, throw more feints to offer a little more threat than just stay with the hands up and moving around.
He's using some head fakes.
Now, so far, we haven't seen him check a single kick yet. He's been turned on every leg kick Muduev has thrown.
You mentioned his kickboxing background. If it is that traditional American long pant kickboxing, there's a lot less leg kicks, and at times no leg kicks in some of his background.
Now he's feinting some of the switch steps. Well, that's a weapon we see time and time again. A left hook on the break as they leave the pocket. Just misses.
See, that instinct to grab the head like that, that's less of a grappling training, Josh.
For sure.
That schoolyard headlock instinct.
Tries to jump in with the knee. Still very much in this bout, but you do feel like the the position and the tempo is really controlled by Muduiev at the moment.
Yeah, if Lee isn't to win this fight, he's certainly comfortable in this type of environment.
Oh, he eats a left coming in. Muduiev's flooring, looking for the finish here.
It's a glancer off the temple, I think, on his way in.
Yeah,
Muduiev's got to stay up, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he drops both knees to the mat. That grounds the attacker and stops the action. And a bit it's safe for Devin Lee there.
I was saying that even if Devin Lee isn't able to find a way to win this, he's obviously comfortable in this type of fighting environment, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah, I mean, it's familiarity with the rule set, right? I mean, Muduiev has the experience of having been in here before, having trained for it.
Exactly, Josh. Like, when it comes to just being in a fight, Fire Prince Lee, no problem. When it comes to being in the specificity of this fight, it's a little bit more challenging. And that'll come with experience.
Again, that low kick lands and fight back from Lee here. Approaching the closing seconds of round number 2.
Lee got to explore his jab a little more. I feel that he just staying shell up on the guard. And from both sides, they just throw single shots, isolated shots.
Is he just more concerned with being defensive and protecting himself? Do you think that's what it is?
Probably. But if he realized that if actually he start putting a little more volume, he could be more happy with those kicks. He could be happy with those kicks. Jabs a little more.
So, back to the corners they go. And I have to say, Devin Lee has mistakenly gone to a neutral corner.
We saw Muduev where he was almost saying, hey, I don't need to hear anything yet. Give me a break.
Yeah, let me get my
let me
breath
breathe.
back.
Just let me breathe.
And Coach, when you go back into the corner with Alex or any of your highest level fighters, is the first 20, 30 seconds just about connecting with them and centering them?
That is a whole, at the highest level, that's what we do. If you have a minute, you got to split in 3 blocks of 20 seconds. The first 20 seconds, you don't say nothing. You just let your fighter recover. Because you got to clear the line of command so he's able to absorb. The other 20 seconds, you correct what you got to do. The last 20, just motivate. That's how you split the 1 minute.
I've never heard anyone break it down like that. That's great.
The first third is a center him back in it, breathing.
Let the guy just recover, let him breathe, so he are able to listen to the command.
And then you got 20 seconds of improvement and 20 seconds and let's kick this
So guys,
guy's ass.
And there you go.
we're all fairly confident.
Smart.
I think that Sadik Muduiev is up on the scorecards, at least 2 rounds to nothing here. If you're in the corner of Devin Lee, what did you tell him?
Like I said before, I think he got to stay busy with his lead hand and use that lead hand to use his setup for knees and kicks. Because right now he's just using isolated kicks in the leg. He's leaning his head forward, so it does not have the full impact, and he does not mix. He got to put more combinations.
So combinations, but the most fundamental ones, jab and kick.
Simple.
Oh, and there you go. It was the left hook, right cross. But he's got to break this body lock if he can.
Yeah, this, Josh, and he does, really, he gets punched or elbowed out of it.
See, right now, Lee should be jabbing right now. Exactly, just like that.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him use a lead jab at any point in the bout so far.
And he's got the length to do it. There he's starting to,
nice
but
one,
look,
too.
that'll correct him,
Yes.
right? Coach is saying throw the jab. He throws the jab, but he gets touched twice. It might discourage it.
You got to find the right distance, find the right angle.
He's slowing down a little, too.
See, Lee sometimes he throws strikes, but he throws more to keep Muduev away than for making actual damage.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you've got to say that it is going to be a stoppage. It's probably the only way Devin Lee is going to walk away with the victory here in our opening bout tonight.
Well, Muduev is looking to finish him, too. And Muduev keeps coming, man. When you're having a fight that's getting progressively tougher as you're getting progressively more tired, it's also psychologically difficult. Because look at Muduev. He's just coming at him still. Non-verbal aggression, physical aggression.
He's there to seek and destroy.
Yep. Even the look on his face says, I'm just going to keep pushing. Lee backing up is fine, but you got to run him onto something. Impale him with the right hand.
Muduiev worries Lee again, and Lee is still a standing opponent here.
Gonna knee him. Oh.
Oh, well.
But that was more the transition.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of gamesmanship, or awareness, should we say, from Lee to drop to one knee. Running out of precious time here. Nice little switch cross on the step.
Lee just got to let his hands go.
Yep. Just Muduev's going to be a tough fight every night. You know, he's been
100%.
tough for,
Wow.
for all the minutes
I like that
of
pressure.
3 rounds. Yeah, he's going to be tough every time you fight him. You got to know what this is. Anybody watching that's going to fight him in the future, you know he's just going to keep
He's
coming.
going to come forward.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to deal with it.
Better do your miles on the track.
Last 10 seconds of the bout. Can Muduev get a finish? Some spinny stuff from Devin Lee. That's not going to do it. I think this is a fairly clear-cut decision.
Yep.
I think a great performance by Muduev.
Yeah.
He did look for the finish the entire fight. He did put pressure. Couldn't achieve that, but actually I think he fought a beautiful fight.
There's some replays now. Muduev, the timing there as the knee was coming in.
Super intelligent.
Yep, just closed the distance naturally, made it easy for himself. You know, we saw him at the end here, and he was breathing hard. Like, he worked, he pushed himself. And here he had moments like this where he had Lee hurt and was looking for elbows, trying to make the gap to make the elbow, punching through the space. Here, this one actually seemed to connect with the collarbone, but it shocked him. Tough fighter, Muduev, man. And it'll be good to, you know, he had a tougher out and flew all the way to Miami, I think, to get his first win here, but he earned it.
All the way to Miami from Deerfield Beach, where he trains an American top team, Robin.
I mean, from Russia, where he fought last time. I don't know if you were there, Coach Cruz. That's a long flight.
Oh yeah, it's a long flight. Plus you got to deal with the jet lag. Takes sometimes not only days, but sometimes a couple of weeks when it's a different time zone like that. It takes a day to adjust each hour.
So we are awaiting the official decision from the Athletic Commission here.
Muduev's a hard hat, lunch bucket, work boots.
Right,
kind of fight,
feels,
you know?
it just feels like one of those guys you know is going to be tough no matter what you throw at him.
Yeah, and he's going to be tough in minute 9 like he was in minute 1, you know?
That's the type of guy that I like.
Yeah, I bet.
If you have a fighter and he did a 3-round fight, feeling that he could do another one, he didn't work hard enough.
Yeah, he worked it. You
He
saw him
left
at the
everything
end.
there, yes.
He pushed through that final minute, and then he didn't show a look on his face that he was tired, but the second it was over, he was filling his lungs with air.
Absolutely.
Well-earned cool air.
And the winner by decision, the red corner, Shahzaib Rind.
Well, Sitik Muduev takes the win here as expected. Good performance for him in the lightweight division. Lots and lots of action at 155 pounds here in karate combat. Commiserations to Devin Lee. He's going to go back to New York to try and work on his game. I'm sure we may see him back here again.
I think so.
In
I'd like
the
to
pit,
see him
though.
again.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like once he gets accustomed to the rules and the timing and how the striking system works a little bit different here, you know, he could definitely have some success.
Yeah. But,
Well, lots more action coming your way. Our next prelim in a few short moments. Stay with us here at Karate Combat.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have karate tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
Jady Menezes taking on Jaina Iron Hand. Silva is your next bout this evening. It's a women's strawweight bout, and again, another great clash of styles. But you see there with our partners, Rubet, heavy favorite is Jady Menezes. And Robin, real quick, let's set this one up. I'm going to lean on you for this young lady because you've commentated on her before over in a promotion in France, in Aries, where despite not having a massive MMA background, she was able to win the championship.
So what does that tell you? I mean, one is she's a winner, right? She's psychologically a winner. You offer her something, some sort of challenge, and she'll take it. But, you know, the way she moves, the way she puts together all of her weapons, you know, you have that winner's mentality, that ravenous desire to win, and then that kind of skills at range.
Oh, yeah, 100%. The lady have a world-class kickboxing background. Glory world champ. She beat Tiffany Van Soon 10 years undefeated at Glory. Fought at the super highest level. Actually, we are fortunate to see her fighting the pit today. She comes from a very hard, tough camp in Brazil with Jonathan over there. He also trained Jonathan Denise, UFC heavyweight. So, coach also fought Buacal, fought at Glory. So she's actually in the stable of the best strikers in the south of Brazil.
And when it gets hard, when it gets tough, she'll still find a way to win. So she's got the sophisticated skills, but she's got that gritty mind too.
Once you fight at that level, you are dangerous at any second of the fight, no matter how tired you are.
And she's got a tough Brazilian tonight coming from Sao Paulo, Jada Iron Hand.
Hey man, you better show up because Iron Hand is going to punch you in the mouth, right?
Yeah.
She's going to come at you and punch you in the mouth.
You know, she is coming off a loss. She fought Chochnikova on her Karate Combat debut. Didn't quite go that well for her, but she looked good, and you know she can lay the power down.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean she's going to keep it simple. Iron Hand's going to keep it simple. Iron Hand face.
Gotta fight like this, gotta stay close, and gotta throw those hammers.
Let's go ahead, walk these two ladies, get our second fight of the night here underway.
All right. In the blue corner right now, we have Janaina Pereira.
Gianna Silva makes her way to the pit here. Slight underdog, well, significant underdog actually coming into this bout tonight. Big Muay Thai boxing and kickboxing background.
And she's the type of fighter who's kind of built her game around physicality, her physical attributes, her athletic platform, right? But she's got to get to you. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, look, she does a lot of forward pressure, right? She's a brawler who's just going to keep going forward. And the thing we know as well, and what you'll see at home is, even if the fight isn't going her way, she's tough as nails.
Yeah.
Like this fight is not over until it's over.
Yeah, and that's why she's a tough opponent and a great opponent, because you're going to win. You're going to have to break her.
100%. These those type of fighters, there's a hard fight for everybody.
All right, and in the red corner, Jady Menezes.
You just see it sometimes with people that have won in every discipline when they were put on earth to do something like this woman has. And she's got the body type for it. There's something about the length of her arms, the length of the from the elbow to the tip of the finger, like her body type, her mind. It's all. This is what she was put on earth to do.
100%. Jady's built for this game.
Yeah, you look at her record before getting into MMA, very, very heavy wins in kickboxing. She's the Glory Women's Super Bantamweight champion as well. Captured the world title at Glory 56 back in 2018. She's built herself a really solid MMA record since then. 6-1 coming to this one tonight. Fairly even across the board with her opponent, though, 34 years old, Silva 33.
Just a lot of fights, too, all over the world. And you see the way when she walks out, you also see her welcoming the moment, right? You know, you think when you're watching at home, you imagine how you would do here. It's crippling pressure. But for somebody like this, she's exactly where she should be.
For her, it's another day at the office. She fought the biggest arenas in the world in the sport. She fought the toughest fighters in the world. So for her, she's home.
It's a pit in a fight club in Miami for karate combat.
Well, we expect her to be pretty methodical in how she goes about this one. Thanks to our sponsors, Brave Browser, the official internet browser of Karate Combat. 3 times faster than Chrome and the best privacy online. Visit brave.com. White pants for Silva, black pants for Menezes. Menezes looking to move around early, get the feints going, perhaps use a little bit of that reach advantage.
Watch her feet. If you're, when we have that wide shot, watch her feet. She's dancing out there, and you don't know where she is. The rhythm is different, and where her front and back feet are compared to you, you don't even know when you're in danger.
We've already seen both ladies throw kicks, not to the thigh or the midsection, but to the low calf. And that's a technique we've really seen used well in Karate Combat recently.
It's your longest weapon to the closest target. And that target happens to be a weak, fragile target.
Do you see what we talked about Lee in the previous fight, that he was moving but not doing too much damage or action? You see how Jady flows, but she knows when to break the flow to put body shots. She gets out, she finds leg kicks. Everything follows from that flow.
She's almost flowing to make you believe you know where it's going, and then interrupting her own flow to hit you.
Fighting is just like the universe, about beating and about the flow. She knows how to break it.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job feinting as well so far.
She's also telling a lot of lies out here. Those light punches, slow, light punches, she's deceiving her opponent.
She's baiting her in.
Oh,
Sun Tzu said all warfare is based on deception. This is all deception.
Well, they're both exchanging here, both landing. Silva's starting to find a way in a little bit more consistently.
Silva is doing correct too, putting some feints, walking in, trying to find the heavy shots.
Yeah, it's easy to admire Jady because...
Nice elbow from the other.
Yeah. But Iron Hand is waiting in and doing what she should do, like you said, Coach Chris. She's doing... You want to see her moving forward behind punches to get closer and throw the heavier punches.
A little bit over halfway through round number 1.
She says she got poked in the eye.
Yeah,
the ref has to see it. The ref doesn't have to believe you. That's the thing. If he didn't see it, you got to keep fighting.
Yeah, exactly that. And he says continue, so back at it the ladies go.
Otherwise, I could just say anytime to any ref, hey, I got poked in the eye, you know?
Little bit. See how Jady is going a lot for the middle kick, and Silva's being able to grab it. I would like to see Jady keep doing a little more there and start switching for high kicks on the same leg, just like that.
Well, Silva manages to bulldoze away with a good combination there, and now she's starting to time it. She's staying in the face now.
Silva's doing very well through 2.5 minutes here.
See if she can do something here up against the corner of the pit. The pit wall is one thing. The corner of the pit is an entirely different proposition.
Jady knows she's in a fight here. Like we said coming into this, you're in a fight with Iron Hand.
It just feels like Silva's maybe starting to figure out the timing and the puzzle just a little bit more.
She was just cutting off the angle, just ever so subtly to keep Jady where she wanted her.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here. Both ladies landing, and that was a nice left from Silva.
And then again with the left. Her front hand. Coach was asking for the front hand a lot in the first fight, and the shorter, heavier punching Janaina is using that here well, even backing up.
She's starting to figure out the distance. Jady got to stick with the same game, staying a little far, throwing more long shots, long punches, setting up for kicks and knees.
Yeah, it definitely felt like there was a shift in how the round was going as we got towards the closing seconds there. Still fairly close one to call, though, guys.
Yeah, it was, the judge could see it either way, but is this going to be the definitive round? I think what will happen is somebody will pull ahead in these next two, and was the first thing I shared with you about Jady is she's a winner, right? She's lost lots of rounds in her life, and made the adjustments and come back and won those fights.
Oh, catch the kick again from Silva here, and she tries to throw an elbow off it.
I love to pull an elbow. Yeah.
Oh, starting to put some of that muscular frame, and she lands a good left here.
Yes, she is looking very, very good. Fighting exactly the way you'd want. Yeah.
That's coach is also saying for her to throw more high kicks now. Started building up to the high kicks. Nice 1-2 her there.
You say Silva just managed to lean and take a little bit of sting off that head kick that clipped her shoulder, and again catches the kick. Let's see if she can capitalize here. She's got to start flurrying, or the ref's going to stand him up.
Great. Jady pulled her in, literally pulled her into the
really good guard work to slow the fight down there. Nice defensive posture.
So, Josh, if you were training her to go fight in Paris in MMA, what would you be teaching her? Well, let's pull her in, shut it down, workable
work
guard,
for a stand-up,
right?
yeah.
Work for a stand-up. So that MMA experience, not only the MMA, but the specificity of how to train it for a kickboxer like this.
Silva very good with her head movement, the way that she's behaving, the way that she's fighting from the long shots to the hooks.
She did eat a stiff jab there, though, and still a lot of movement from Menezes.
The two biggest... Yeah, there's... She can punch from here.
Yeah, she should be striking. She can't, as I say, you can't take the back, but you can land some good undercuts from there.
The 3 times that Jady was hit with the left hook were all at the end of a phrase of punches. So that's what you want to watch out for here, too. And that's what you want Iron Hand to be doing, is making sure you throw the third punch.
100%. You're correct. Every time that Jady got called was because it was on the high volume of combinations, because on the beginning she was connecting.
And at the end,
nice left hook by Jady.
And that time it was her who threw the final punch in the phrase.
That's why in a fight sometimes you gotta be smart to not fall in the same pattern of number of punches. You gotta mix. Sometimes you do once, sometimes you do 2, sometimes you do 3, sometimes you do 2, so you can never be figured out.
Guys, they were lined up right in front of us. Like I said, there is very little head movement from Silva. She was just straightforward.
Jad's gonna prepare the high kick.
About 20 seconds left here in the second round. Really is up for grabs here. Both ladies getting stuck in this strawweight fight.
It's a really cool fight. There's a chance Iron Hand won round 1. I feel like Jady did more this round.
Yes, even though she took a few shots, but I think Jady had the better of this round. Previous round for me could be either way.
Yep.
So it's be a hard fight to judge.
I think it's really close.
It's really
I think
close.
so too.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a way. I wouldn't be too disappointed either way.
I love that choking up on the ankle like it's a baseball bat and yanking it towards you to try to connect with the elbow. There's a knee on the way out.
I think
felt that.
Do we have a 4th round today?
Yeah, we've got a 4th round.
We could have a 4th round. I mean, we had a 3rd coming.
Yeah.
Obviously, those of you who are new to Karate Combat, we have some fantastic rules regarding sudden death extra rounds. We can't have a draw and we can't have a split decision. In the event of that happening, we go to a 4th round, and the entirety of the rest of the fight is null and void. It's an incredibly unique rule that has led us to some rather crazy moments over the years.
People are used to the idea that you can't have a draw, but not having a split decision is
It's
actually
very
super
strange.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. But it's very cool
Because
it's
there's no room for doubt.
Yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
people lose a split decision, but I think I won. I think I like.
Yeah.
Just give it an extra round.
The audience at home is, this guy got robbed. Hey, well, let's work it out.
If the fight's that close, it's usually fun to watch extra round anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the crowd really gets into it, and Silva, big capitalize on the kick there. 3rd or 4th time in the bout she's done it, but it's a nice scramble up from Menezes.
Yeah, wrestled up off the single, rolled face down into the single to wrestle back up. Janaina is having a great fight. She really is. Big underdog on Rubat.
Really impressed by her.
Yeah, not looking like the plus 500 underdog right now. She is taking it to Menezes, but she's eating a lot of shots as well. Another catch of the kick.
So clearly that's something she either does a lot or trained a ton specifically, or both, right? Because she's just really catching everything to the middle. Her calf is feeling it. You can see how she's stepping with the left foot, Coach.
Yes, 100%.
Kick to the
That's the way to
standing
go
leg
for Jady
there.
there's keeping long punches like that, in and out.
She might switch it again now. Look at that step there. Yep. She did. She pulled away that time out of necessity.
The volume, I have to say, the volume of strikes in this fight seems to just keep going up.
Yeah.
Usually fights slow down as you get to the later rounds, but
Janai's doing it with one leg, too. Like, you can see how much trouble she's having trying to propel that front foot. Didn't catch that one. But she's right where she needs to be when you got one leg and you need to be in tight.
Silva,
kick again.
Yeah, she gets sort of a half check, but just getting eaten up on that lead leg now.
That time she didn't get hit on the same.
You see how she delivered the middle and was back off.
Yeah, she went switch stance for a second there.
She's having a hard time. How many more of those kicks is she gonna land? And Janaina switches stance. Back up, though. She's going to her strong side to keep her strongest offense forward.
Well, Silva has really gone to the body in this third round. You expect to do that to come up top straight after. But she's easing shots here.
Yeah, her liver is getting tenderized, and she fires right back. Great fight, ladies.
Wow. What an entertaining fight.
Yeah, it's a shame that this is one of those bouts where somebody is going to have to walk away defeated because both these ladies getting stuck in here.
But Josh, maybe not till after 4 rounds.
Right.
Honestly,
hey,
it's very close.
I can absolutely see a situation where two judges see it one way and the other.
No question. No question. And there's an argument for a lot of judges with a boxing, a fist-heavy background to be seeing this for Janaina Silva. No question she could be the winner.
Big cut over the left eye of Menezes here.
Any judge could see her winning 1 and 3 for sure. And if 3 of them see that, and that's enough to win it.
Nice little exclamation point on the end of the round for Silva. Both ladies hands raised thinking that they've done enough.
We're going to see one more round, guys.
I think so too. I would give. Because I also just same had the first round. Both had great moments on this round.
Yeah, I would give that round to the Iron Hand.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some replays in here.
There's a knockdown.
Lots of catches of the kick from Silva.
Comes up on the single.
See, Judge was happy with that thing too.
Janaina had some good moments too. And a couple of hard ones to the body. But does a judge understand 16 cap kicks and what they do? There's the elbow over the shield of the left hand.
Well, that was the blow that cut her over the left eye. And it's getting some attention in the corner here because obviously, guys, as we've said, the fighters don't know if they're going to have to go to a fourth, so they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to try and recover, use that time effectively.
Coach, you're literally going to tell them we are having a 4th round, right? You want to keep them in this.
If I'm Jonathan right now, we judge right now, I'm just recovering, say be prepared to go again.
Yeah, be prepared to go again. Because what we don't want them is to have any kind of letdown celebration thinking it's over.
You don't want to waste that time.
I'm trying to keep
celebrating while you should be recovering.
Trying to keep an eye on the Athletic Commission here and seeing
I think they're going to give
which way they're going to go.
I think there'll be a 4th round. And if we want to get nerdy, there's biological things that start happening when you believe it's over, when you believe you won. There's things happening in the body, hormones.
Always be prepared for the worst.
Neurotransmitters.
Always be prepared for the worst. Sometimes you think it's over and then it's not, and then you got to regain that fighting spirit back again that's already going away. So you got to stay bulletproof in your mind.
And that's in the mind, but the body too.
Yes, 100%. Mind over body.
It's been a great display from the ladies through 3 threes. Are we going to get a 4th, or is this going to a decision? Everybody's watching the head judges table here.
I'm shocked we don't have a 1 more round chant going. Now, that's not my place to start it. but
maybe when we get to the main card a little bit later, we can unleash you on that, Robin.
Happy.
So just a reminder, guys, you can go and catch every previous Karate Combat event live and not live, but archived and free on YouTube. Every single fight is there for your viewing pleasure.
Robin was spoiled in Karate Combat Russia because every fighter were asking for 1 more round.
That's right. Now they're coming back. They were called in, but were they told it was over? Because they believe it is, I think.
It's going to be a decision.
Yeah, and remember the Rubat odds. They were lopsided.
Okay, we are going to get an official decision here, so the referee's calling them in. Let's find out which way this is going to go.
I feel that Jady put more volume, and Silva were able to find the heavier shots. Maybe those shots made a bigger statement.
All right. The winner
Very close
by
fight.
decision. The blue corner, Janaina.
Good for her. That's a great win.
Silva takes her first win inside the Karate Combat Pit and hands the storied debutant Menezes a defeat, and you can see the emotion on Silva's face. She gave everything she had in that bout.
Yeah, and that is real, right? That is the release of everything you built up, a lifetime of preparation for this moment.
Right, and she's been through this before at KC, right? She had a 3-round fight. She lost a very, very tough decision, but she's also had another couple of losses in other promotions around that. So this is stopping a skid. It's not just a win for her. It's kind of getting her career back on track.
It's doing a statement against a form of glory world champ.
Yes, and this is a mission, right? It's a lifelong mission, your martial journey, and it's all making sense to her today.
Oh, what a great fight from these two ladies. More action coming your way. Stay with us for just another few moments.
Roobet is rolling out the purple carpet. Bet on all of your favorite sports with live odds. Deal yourself in anytime, anywhere. Or take a spin with the roulette wheel. Sign up to start playing today at roobet.com.
Welcome back to Karate Combat. Not a fan of long commercial breaks, are we?
Nope.
We have a great match coming up next. Brazil versus the US again. AJ Weathersby taking on Naldo Silva. And Robin, I'm a big AJ Weathersby fan. This guy is like consummate martial artist.
Yeah, and I mean, fighting is a reflection of who you are, right? So who is this guy? He's driven, he's focused, he's intense, he has a desire to make something of the moment. He's really, really fun to watch.
Yeah, and this is actually a short notice fight for him.
No, he doesn't care.
Yeah, Naldo Silva was missing an opponent. We had a late pullout. Our matchmaker contacted AJ Weathersby and said, look, I know it's only a week's notice. AJ was like, I do not care. I just want to fight. I'm always training. I'm a lifelong martial artist. This is what I do.
Coach, I mean, the best martial artists, truly the best martial artists, are living as martial artists all the time.
It's a never-ending journey, the ultimate never-ending search for perfection. They know you're never going to achieve, but you're going to die trying.
Yeah, well, you will, and that's beautifully said. You're searching by shooting for perfection that we will never achieve, we'll end up somewhere great.
100%. There's a lifetime dedication to get somewhere way further than when you started.
And you want to talk about someone who's gone a long way from where they started. And his opponent tonight, Naldo Silva, 17-year veteran of combat sports. He's based in Salt Lake City now, but originally from Brazil. He's fought everywhere. His total pro record, 37-9.
You know, and again, he lives the life of a traveling martial artist. There's traveling musicians, and there's traveling painters, traveling artists, and traveling performers. This is what he does. He travels the world, rings, pits, platforms, cages, whatever, and he fights people for
He
our
lives the martial arts, a journey.
That's right.
Yeah, and he's coming off knockout of the night at Bare Knuckle back last year. So real great clash of styles for this one. Naldo Silva, AJ Weathersby. Let's walk these two, keep the action going.
All right. Now in the blue corner, Josinaldo Silva.
Naldo Silva, your slight underdog with our betting partners, Roobet, as his school out in Salt Lake City, Utah, has fought pretty much everywhere and a bunch of different disciplines as well. Lots of promotions, as we mentioned, some bare knuckle, and it's that kind of grittiness and kind of just cultural difference between that and the the martial arts style of AJ Weathersby that I think we're excited about.
This is a Brazilian prize fighter, right? This is a prize fighter. Yes, he's lived the journey of learning about himself through fighting, but he's a prize fighter. Weathersby is an artist, and when you put them together, you get some great bloody art.
100% is an awesome combination. Look at the guy's record, almost 50 fights. You can see that he being on a journey.
And on top of that, he was very open in his interviews. He said, I feel I'm fulfilled in what I wanted to do in combat sports.
Amazing.
So now he's just fighting because he wants to.
That's scary.
That's the most dangerous guys that you can possibly fight. The ones that don't care and have nothing to lose.
There is something.
Well, nothing more to prove.
Yeah. There's something beautiful about just being in a fight. You know,
It's just having fun.
Yeah, and your bills and your job and your sick animal at home and your family, they don't exist for those moments. All that exists is trying to solve the puzzle, win the moments. Pure.
He come.
All right, the red corner right now, Adrian Weathersby.
AJ Weathersby returning to the pit here. This is his 5th fight with us. 3-1 is his record. Of course, he's coming off that loss in his title challenge to Ilyas Khamzin back at KC 57. He is a very, very tough customer indeed. He's actually fought in 3 different weight classes throughout his career. But he is a very traditional styled martial artist, a 2-time Shidokan Karate World Champion and a pro kickboxing champion as well. He knows he doesn't want to get tied up in the clinch. He knows he doesn't want to have to deal with the ground and pound. He's got to stick to his game plan, try and get that rangy Shidokan style going.
So, Damian Maia used to fight in mixed martial arts in a cage in the UFC, and he said, I just want to show that jiu-jitsu works. It's truly the gentle art. This guy fights in a pit with a mixed style of karate, and he wants to show that his traditional thinking as a karateka works over whatever modern amalgamation people are using here in the pit. And he's made it work. He's made it work. Beautiful.
Yeah. We know Weathersby wants to lean on his cardio. Said he's going to push a really high pace for this one. And he's got a big, big reach advantage to stay on the outside as well. Aglayer is the official interoperability partner of Karate Combat, uniting fighters and fans across blockchains. Welcome to the aggregation age. Black pants for Weathersby, white pants for Silva. The referee's just going to wipe up some water, I think, that was spilt. Make sure the pit surface is safe.
That feeling of just standing over there and seeing him on the other side, coach.
It's very stoic, isn't it?
It's a wild feeling.
Opens with a classic side kick.
Naldo came here for business. He pulled a little bit of the bottom of his pants up. He's here to deliver today. Wow, what a start.
Oh, yeah, the volume of... We've got spinning back kicks. We've got axe kicks.
Axe kick as a tool to enter into knuckle range, but you got the
this is
grimy Silva getting on top.
This is what Weathersby did not want.
Yeah, but he's finding.
Yeah, this is going to be stood back up though. But you see, Silva immediately tried to get to a postured striking position in almost a mount on top of him.
I like the bladed side stance that Weathersby is believing in now.
Yeah, the question is, can he keep that lead leg safe with such a sideways stance?
He's all the way out or all the way in.
Oh, it's a nice little trip, but he almost gets rolled over.
You can punch here. Turning side kick to the body. Behind the straight right and a knee on the middle range.
Oh, volume starting to get through now. And Silva smiles as he locks the body lock up. Big Uchimata off the whizzer attempt from Weathersby.
He's free to punch here. Free to punch.
Oh, Silva trying to work his way back up. Baseball punch on the way in. And
I love watching AJ Weathersby, man. One of my very favorites. And he's doing a bit of everything here.
Yeah, just throwing every kind of...
This is bad. This is
spinning
bad.
kicks, good elbows. Silva's got to work his way off the pit wall here.
He elbows his way up elbow. Silva coming out. Just instinct, really.
Weathersby said high pace, fast finish. That's what he's going to look for. It's been a quick start through the first 2 here.
Oh, he's got his back taken in
Wow,
a wrist
this is
ride here.
yeah, no, this is going to. Hey, that's not. I can't tell whether he was doing it in jest or whether he actually gave him a bit of a squeeze there.
He gave him a touch.
Yeah.
He was just trying. What if it works?
Weathersby marching forward here.
Weathersby's got to watch out, actually. The free right hand can come over the top.
A guy like Naldo, he's dangerous anywhere. You do not want to have a guy like that in the pocket throwing heavy shots at you.
When Weathersby's in close, he's not in control of the arms, right? Of his opponent's arms.
Yes.
Oh, nice outside trip from Silva. Can he pop up to a striking position?
Yes,
He's
he
trying.
is.
That's that veteranship to be aware of the rule set, right? Popping straight up to a legal position.
Watch that again. Anytime they're in the clinch, when Silva's arms are not being controlled by Weathersby.
Silva's coach telling him to keep exploring the takedowns and the ground and pounds.
Very smart. Very good coaching. There, elbows and back.
Little elbows to the back. He's going to use this body lock. He can't suplex him. That is one move that is illegal under the Karate Combat takedown rule set. But a great first round in the books there, and AJ Weathersby, I was going to say punches in bunches, but it was kicks in bunches.
Everybody's coloring outside the lines in this one. You know what I mean? like it's a bit, as the Brits would say, a little untidy, but in the most beautiful way.
100%. We're able to see a little bit of everything on this round as far as strike.
Let's take a look back at some of the replays here. Weathersby.
Beautiful high kick.
Yeah, it was a spinning back kick into a high kick into an axe kick.
Yeah, the axe kick
in this
and
sequence.
Behind the axe kick, he used it to propel the rear hand. This was a bad sequence. Open elbows, and there's a knee comes from here. You can take the man out there. You can break the forearm. Like, there's a lot going on when you have that free shot like that.
The second round about to get underway here.
Weathersby looks like a karate cartoon in a video game.
He
Doesn't
does.
He's like, he's tall. He's got the
Wow,
stance.
nice.
Oh, went in with a lead little elbow there. And Silva trying to lean on the wrestling, but he loses the attempt to shuck to the back.
That's a free shot there. He should have been able to punch there.
Both started really hard, really good in the second round as they did in the first. I want to see how that card is going to play out. Wow, nice.
I like the change of tack from Silva there, though.
He just lit.
Oh.
Weathersby throws
Silva got
punches.
a chin, I got to tell you that.
Yeah, he really does.
Oh, and he counters with the Uchi again.
When this round started and I saw Weathersby going into this chest-to-chest range, I said, what is he doing? He got thrown a few times at the end of round one, but he's adjusted, and he's been the better of it as he spins with the heel.
Weathersby got to keep the fight 5 feet away from him.
Trying to get the uppercuts in, and
See, every
again,
time he clinch,
Weathersby's...
Weathersby go for the Muay Thai clinch, but Silva is able to go and switch to his back.
Yeah, and Silva's hands are always free. Weathersby, in whatever environment he's been fighting like this, you got to watch those hands. If you don't have them under control when you're in there, you're in a lot of danger.
Well, he's trying to get to a leg entanglement to off-balance him here.
You can sweep from there.
You absolutely can, but that's going to be a good tie-up for him.
Yeah.
Silva's taking a few extra seconds to rest here.
We're halfway through this fight, and I think Silva's got to be a little more tired of the two.
Definitely the more tired.
Oh, you have the dog spirit on him. Look at that. Nice left hook. Wow.
He's throwing everything into these punches. Still a long way in this bout to go, and Weathersby lands again. And he can get short shots here.
It's like I said, that experience. Silva has so many fights everywhere. Like that guy is dangerous. It doesn't matter how tired he is.
My understanding of the rule set is the referee should not be stopping those whilst Weathersby is striking.
He's standing and
it's irrelevant that both knees are on the ground for Silva,
exactly.
and that he's got a leg grip.
When Weathersby's 2 feet are on the ground, doesn't matter what Silva's doing. Now you see it. So Weathersby's 2 feet are on the ground. He can punch at will here.
There is a lot of fatigue for Silva here. And Weathersby just needs to land some good solid shots. Just stand up and posture.
A couple elbows and they'll call it a day.
And not enough action. Weathersby perhaps wasting an opportunity there, Robin.
But don't be surprised if he throws a fancy kick right now. You got a tired guy. Watch for it.
Well, spinning back fist attempt. We've only got 20 seconds left in this round. Is Silva going to make it to the break for some
Head
respite.
kick. Watch for the head kick. He falls into those right hands sometimes in a way that really works for him.
Oh, and Silva able to throw Weathersby around here.
And falls down to...
And this
Because if you
is...
see the way that he throws those right hands and the way that he leans, look like he's wasting angle, but actually can follow up from there for spinning shots and for the clinch for the takedowns. It's almost like he throws a grenade and just shell out on his cage.
I was commentating the World Standout Championships in Russia, and they would do that a lot. They would kick or punch to fall into the grapple.
A lot of guys, they use this as a strategy. They want to get to the clinch, but they don't want to get clipped, or they are tired. So you throw, let's say, a right hand leaning towards the guy, and you just go and use the end of the range to go for a clinch.
So here's the replay at the end of the round, and we in the booth felt perhaps a little bit of a wasted opportunity for Weathersby, but Silva was still throwing big shots all the way to the end. But you've got to say, guys, this one is going to come down to cardio.
Yes. The first minute of this third round, Silva is going to be a lot. He's going to be a lot. And then the last 2 minutes, should Weathersby be able to manage that first minute, those will be his minutes.
Yes.
Another tough one for the judges to pick, perhaps, although I feel Weathersby taking the better of the overall impact shots generally.
In round 2, certainly, I thought. Side kick. I think he's thinking about spinning with his rear leg. Just defended his way into that.
Silva is very, very tight. And this feels like such an interesting range that Weathersby was standing in. It doesn't feel like he's out of the range of Silva, but he's still the only one throwing.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that shot.
There's
You see what we say?
Oh!
He throws that shot and has his opponent already have the hands up that he's covered. He used the momentum for clinching.
Well,
It's actually, his knees are off the ground.
Yes, they are.
yeah, but this...
The chest to chest.
Yeah, and the instep of the foot is on the ground, so I would absolutely call that grounded. A lot of energy in executing that big kind of Haragoshi throw, though, as well. You know, and another takedown here. Can he get to a striking position quickly?
I think you're going to see an entanglement here. Yeah, the knees are down.
You still got to do the same, but keep one knee out of the floor.
The spinning kick, of course, got Weathersby taken down, but it's worth the risk at this point. You got a tired guy in front of you.
Yes.
You know, a highlight finish on a spinning kick like that, that'll change the trajectory of your career. Never mind the fight.
Yes, especially being this tired right now, there's not too much to lose
Head kick
if
here.
you miss.
Going to the body as well with the knees, and these are good shots from Weathersby. This could be the end of Silva here if he can
Punch the body,
land a
yes.
few more
Punch the
shots.
body.
Look at Silva telling him to throw more.
Looking at his watch,
Tell you, bro, this guy
takes the
is-
body shots, throws in an outside reap
Yeah.
for good measure to off-balance him.
Yeah, he's going to get stood up.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for. A minute 15 left, and he's going to be tired. Weathersby took the fight on
A week's notice?
A week's
Yeah.
notice, and we talked about that, Coach, about always staying in training. Now he's down, overhook on by Weathersby. That should pull him down. The left knee is down.
That Kosoto on the outside has been a big weapon for Silva, earning him more takedown points, but limited ground and pound at this point with the fatigue. We're in the closing 45 seconds here.
Watch for Weathersby to try to throw the big kick again. I mean, if you're his coach, that's what you want him to do.
Nice that boy, Weathersby.
Stay at range and use the
I'll keep
shin.
repeating
I mean,
that.
I'd like to see him throw just a traditional high kick, just a big
yeah.
back round high kick.
Yeah.
Straight up that open side now.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we say
Straight
we're going to come
punches.
down about Carter, but I think it's about horror at the end of this fight now.
20 seconds
Nice.
left, and Silva finding some second, third, and fourth wind here.
And some of those wins that he's had have been tired and winning the final minute. That's what a veteran can do.
Yes.
I don't think he'll do that today. And I don't think he wants a fourth round the way he's feeling right now, but he certainly would be up and answer it.
Oh, yeah.
And the last exclamation point goes to AJ Weathersby.
Love this guy.
Here we go. One more round of this guy
There you
springing.
go. That got the
Let's
chant
see.
from the crowd.
Yeah.
They-
I don't think Silva's thinking, let's have one more round. but
yeah, but it's not up to him.
No, it is not.
Look at the replays from that third. Some big scrambles, sucking a lot of energy. Up, down, up, down.
Like I said, it was kind of an untidy one, but there's beauty in the chaos, you know? The up elbow, Anderson Silva knocked out Tony the Freak Frickland with that many, many years ago. beautiful people in Miami. You know you're in Miami right away, as soon as you get here.
Well, both fighters still on their stools here.
That ice feels so good right now. It's almost worth it.
Now the ref is calling them down. We're going to get a decision here.
That's got to be Weathersby fight.
You
right?
would think so, yeah.
I'm not trying to give it away, and I've been wrong many times. And I will be again, many times.
And winner by decision, Adrian Weathersby.
So AJ Weathersby gets the job done here. He gets back to winning ways after his loss to Ilyas Hamzin. Improves his overall karate combat record to 4-1, working his way back towards a shot at the title.
And Naldo Silva still doing what he loves, traveling around the world, putting in his best performance that he can. He looked great.
You can't tell me that was not fun.
Gritty, tough, never gave up, was in bad positions, kept fighting right down to the end.
Yeah, I really liked some of the technique from Weathersby. Seemed to mix in those little elbows really well from all the angles. Is it a punch? Is it an elbow? You never quite knew what he was going to throw. And, of course, we can't not talk about the variety of kicks.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Weathersby, of course, used the innovative, kind of creative in real time. But Silva was showing you some of that grimy old man stuff. And he's not an old man, but many hours in fighting, you develop this griminess.
Well, he
right?
showed what he is, a man with a lot of fights and a lot of experience. In a guy like that, like I said before, up to the last belt, he was dangerous. He was trying to win this fight.
And we've really gone to the well on that type of Brazilian fighter tonight. There's 7 of them on the card.
More
And they're all in that same vein. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We have got one more preliminary fight coming your way. It's Reggie Northrup and Vanilto Antunes. That is going to be an absolute barn burner. See you in just a few seconds. Light heavyweight bout for our featured preliminary bout here. Antunes taking on Northrup. Let's talk about Antunes first. He's coming off a great performance I say great performance, a performance he lost at KC60 over in Russia. Before that, he came in and knocked out Lorenz Larkin, which is kind of wild. But KC60, the fight didn't go his way, but it was just a war, and he walked away with the performance of the night bonus for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. You take out Lorenz Larkin, who's still one of the greats, one of the 25 best in the world at his weight. And then you go and earn money in the craziest fight on a night of crazy fights over in Russia. Hey, if somebody was trying to hurt my family, I think I'd like this guy to be there.
I'm with you on that, 100%.
Yeah, we're going to see him throw just big power shots. But what we saw in that fight over in Russia as well, sucks a lot of energy. There's a lot of musculature taking in that oxygen. Going to be curious to see if he's got the cardio against a guy like Northrup, Reggie Northrup, who he's fighting, who's an athletic freak.
Yeah. And if you're Northrup, you understand what this guy brings, and you got to redline him, right? Which, of course, to do that, you've got to increase the heat and have it be ravenous and very chaotic, but hope that on the other side of it, he'll be tired and you can take advantage.
I think we need to see a similar fight that we just saw the last fight. One with more power, one grinding harder, the other one be more crafty and dangerous. I think we want to see another great fight right now.
Well, let's see. This is our featured prelim, Antunes taking on Northrup. Let's walk these two.
In the blue corner right now, it's Reggie Northrup.
When I said if my family was in trouble, you'd like Antunes. I mean, Northrup, I would definitely want him there.
Yeah,
Well, you can have both.
Yeah, why not?
lifelong athlete, collegiate football, bit of stint in the NFL, moved to professional combat sports, does a lot of private security work now as well. Just a physical specimen, and regardless of technique, just having that kind of athleticism brings a whole different dynamic to the fight game. Then you add in the technique that he's got as well. Very, very tough competitor. He is, however, coming off a loss at Karate Combat against Mike Lee, split decision back in 2024. So looking to make amends here tonight is the 32-year-old.
I think the round one might be a bit of a car accident.
I think we're going to see it. Maybe this fight doesn't pass the first round.
Yeah, maybe not.
He said he's going to look to hit first, hit really hard, and no matter what happens, keep a poker face on.
Yeah, fighting can be complicated, but it can also be simple. Hit first, hit hard, don't let him see how you feel. These are all good ideas. These are all fundamental ideas.
That's what makes you world class. You get it complicated and keep it simple. And win in a simple way using fundamentals.
In the red corner, Vanilto Antunes.
That is an anaerobic athlete. Sprint, recover, sprint, recover, sprint, recover. That's how he fights, and you don't want to really train that out of him. That's what he is. Let him be what he is.
I mean, look how fired up he is coming into this one. Just war cries as he makes his way to the pit here. Former LFA world champion. Fight mentality is generally just always go forward. Interestingly, he said he didn't really have a defined clean camp coming into this fight.
One guy says, I always want to move forward, and the other guy says, hit him really hard, really fast. Car accident. That's
car accident.
A lot of Muay Thai in his background as well. You can look at a pro MMA record of 16-9 with some domestic championships and say, yeah, really good, well-rounded fighter. And then you look at a 60-6 pro Muay Thai K1 record, and you say, oh, okay, and maybe this guy leans into the striking a little bit more than the grappling.
Yeah, he likes to weaponize his body to destroy the body of another man. That's who this guy is.
You see his KC record there, 1-1, that one win being over one of the great strikers, Lorenz Larkin. And that was a round one KO via punches as well, back in December of last year.
And we saw Lorenz in here before. He is still he's still dangerous. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. You want that? Reggie wants that.
Yeah, Reggie's smiling.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action. Visit roobet.com. And there we go, straight out, trying to hit fast and first is Antunes.
Car accident?
We just saw the first car accident.
Yeah, we're going to see a few of them.
Nice.
Northrup landed well there, and what a sequence.
Reggie.
3 shots into a flying knee. That's one of his signature knockout moves.
And now chopping elbows, and he's still up on 2 feet.
Nice elbow on top of the head. Wow.
Well, Antunes needs that war cry right about now.
Oh. This is
this is not going through.
No.
Reggie? Practice past his first minute.
Yeah, Reggie burned a lot of energy in that one, too. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, deflects Antunes off and doesn't choose to follow up now. He feels comfortable out.
Reggie's going to spin.
Yeah, he's got that wide stance, but he's a leg kick with such a bladed posture.
No, side kick instead. I like that lighter bounce now. You went full sprint.
He wants that flying knee, doesn't he? Look to set it up again. And Antunes really struggling to stop the blitz.
Oh! Ross is watching at home.
Yeah, former KC champ Ross Levine Big knockouts from spinning axe kicks against the wall.
Just like that. Same spot. It looked identical. Process was a little smoother. Reggie taking some air in, bringing down the temperature for a moment. Look how wide-eyed Reggie is.
He looks calm, doesn't he? I know he's got a huge output right now in terms of the energy he's expending, but he looks very calm.
Yeah, he's feeling a touch of fatigue because he sprinted so hard. Here comes the knee.
Again, the jumping knee. Antunes, though, he's not able to really get any shots off because the forward kind of overwhelm from Northrup arrives so abruptly.
Yeah. And what that might do is, instead of Antunes sprinting in those first couple of minutes,
Nice knee.
yeah.
What an interestingly timed knee, and he's going for big shots.
No,
and
you don't want to be.
Antunes-
You don't have to stop.
Yeah. Whoa!
Exactly.
I mean, the referee didn't tell them to stop.
Exactly. Like, anyone can judge at home, but the fighter knows that the fight is still on. And if somebody else is complaining to a ref who doesn't stop it, you should continue.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy cut one for the social media folks to tag up on that. Don't stop until the ref tells you. Closing 20 seconds here of round number 1. Northrup looking to put that athletic advantage to use.
Everybody wants to put that middle minute to use after this, too, because that was a fast-paced 3.
Oh, good timing on the kick,
Smart.
though. Caught Northrup stepping.
Fun
What a great first
and
round.
stressful. That's what that was.
I mean, it was one of those things where you think if any one of them lands cleanly, somebody could just go out here.
The round went just like I expected. Now you're going to see, of course, when they start that strong, it's going to have to slow down. Both are tired at the end of the round. Now, you see who's in the best shape is who recovers better. Because everybody gets tired.
Yes.
But the ones that are in better shape, the ones that really recover.
They got to show us that kick to the body in the replay.
Let's see if we can queue up some replays here
beautiful.
for you. Just give us a sec.
You got to show us that ref
Antunes
standing and looking.
getting-
One man is complaining to the ref, Josh.
Yeah.
And the ref doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
He's
I mean, I would have liked to have seen the ref perhaps be a bit more decisive in saying, keep fighting, protect yourself. You know?
But if the ref says nothing, it defaults to keep fighting, protect
Now,
yourself.
look how fast Northrup is back down into the pit here, waiting for Antunes. Coach, if you're in the corner of Antunes, what did you tell him?
I'll tell him to, first of all, slow down, breathe a little more, be patient, and be more active with our shots too, because he's just throwing bombs, but then becomes predictable. He got to stay a little more loose over there. You know, defense on the body, go 1-2s on the head, and then find the power shots.
Touch bomb.
Touch bomb.
Northrup again trying to use that knee
Reggie
anytime
is
up the middle.
Love it. Now it's only 30 seconds down in round 2, and both guys are exerting a lot.
I mean, when you look at the experience difference between Northrup and Antunes, it's kind of wild. I mean, Northrup has sort of 5 amateur fights and 4 pro fights. And Antunes has 93
championships and 5-round fights.
Hey, second,
dozens
free on
and
YouTube.
dozens.
Don't miss it, Dave.
But you don't fight a Reggie all that often.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
Antunes had a moment.
So this
now.
is where Antunes wanted. He wanted to get in there, make it gritty. Northrup's having to answer back here, though.
Northrup is down now. The knees are down. Let's see who breathes heaviest here. Now Northrup's hands on his hips, both are.
Oh no, Antunes is coming forward here.
And he should be. This is his.
Oh, dug
Nice
to the body, looking for that liver shot.
This is Antunes' minute to win here.
Nice left hook.
Oh, again goes to the body. Nice work on the break and the left hook. Antunes landing well.
Reggie's going to take a breath here. They'll both gladly take a breath here.
There is nowhere else in combat sports that the fans get to be this close to the fights.
Yeah, really. Reggie's hands on the hips is an anecdotal sign of fatigue, right?
Yeah, a little bit wobbly there.
Yep.
Still got a...
Oh!
Huge!
Oh!
Sits the out!
Whoa!
Antunes takes the win by stunning second round knockout!
It was a spinning forearm. When you see the replay, he spins
Wow.
with the back fist.
Never
But it is the
out for
forearm.
a second
Wow.
when you got that kind of power.
Never count this man out. Never.
He's crying now.
Oh, that meant a lot
it's
to
a full
it.
emotion dump.
I mean, you think the adrenaline this guy had coming into
Yeah.
the bout
Yeah.
to go through that, the blitzes on the back foot a fair bit as well, it has to be said.
Reggie is still down, and they're
Wow.
really trying to get air into
Look at
him.
the
Watch
replay
the
over there.
spinning
He got
forearm.
it
Look at the
full
replays
power.
here.
Watch. Forearm. Right forearm.
Yeah, and
Come
it was just clean from distance.
And
Got to keep your
big.
hands up. It's an elbow.
Really, the elbow. Yeah, it even got closer than the forearm. So he's throwing the spinning back fist, but as Reggie leans forward and he moves forward through space, bink, it is the connection of
If
the
you
elbow.
see,
Just
Antunes is very
no-
smart.
no guard
it looks
anywhere
like
to
he
be
kind of
found.
faked that he was going for a spinning
Yeah,
back
yeah.
kick, and he went for the
Yeah.
hand.
The fake hook, bink.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he turns his hip, if you see, it looks
Yeah.
like that he's about
The
to throw a
turning
kick.
side kick to
Yes.
the body. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
See, that's what I say.
there.
A guy with experience like that, he know how to read the moments of the fight. He might be tired, but the guy's always dangerous. He saw that Reggie was a little wobble, was getting tired. The hands was down, hands was on the body edge, so he capitalized and threw this beautiful spinning back fist and finished this job. This is high level.
The left hook camouflages what appears to
Yes.
be a turning right side kick to the body, to
Yes,
the
a
waist.
spinning kick.
Instead, the right hand comes through space, but as they move through the gap, he makes a
If
connection
you
with the
see,
elbow.
Reggie cut the angle almost like if you want to grab the leg or cut the kick that was coming, and then he took the full shot on his head.
And Reggie is up and on his
Yeah.
stool, but
We've got Reggie Northrup back up onto the stool.
they're going to get him some water and some ice. Yeah, they'll bring some ice
And
in on him now.
President of Karate Combat, Asim, is heading over to check on him here.
It's that's a tough one because when you're fatigued too, and you don't see it coming, and your hands are down, the contact is so intense.
He looks okay though. He looks like
Yeah.
they're just.
He could never imagine he was going to get a spinning fist, back fist in his head.
Especially at this stage. Plus, Reggie was tired, and so he was still thinking offensively. So he was still thinking about what he's going to do. And that man, Antunes, it was what he did.
I mean, we said, didn't we? We said in the walkout, he's going to suck all the oxygen into those muscles. He's going to throw everything hard.
Yeah.
And you feel like you just need one to land, and boy, did it land.
Ooh.
What a way to end our prelims here at Karate Combat. We're going to go ahead and get his hand raised in a moment. And then we'll be back with our main card shortly after.
Still a wobble in Reggie, but
Yeah,
he's
but
up
a
and it's
nice
good
show
to
of
see.
respect here.
Yeah. I mean, they just shared something incredible.
Wow, what a knockout.
And the winner by technical knockout, Vanilto Antunes.
Antunes improves to 2-1 here at Karate Combat.
And this-
0-2 for Reggie Northrup, but close as it was, he was ahead for a lot of that bout, I felt. And guys, at light heavyweight, whew, you're going to step up and fight Antunes, you know you're in for a war.
Jeez. We said car accident at the beginning.
More like a truck accident.
Yeah, two trucks. One guy went through the windshield.
Like I say, man, Vanilto, he might have lost a fight, but like, he knocked out Lorenz Lark, and now he goes here and do this kind of statement. So he's a guy that should be always be praised because high level. Because what he did today is you can see that he know what he's doing. Even though that he was a little bit behind on that fight, but guys like that, like I say, they are dangerous the entire time. He capitalized a moment that he saw his opponent, kept the hands down, and the awareness was on the body the way that he did that.
They call it fingertip knowledge, where you couldn't even really explain it. He could just feel his man slowing. He could see what was happening and was still able to do it, even exhausted and in the
And
fire.
the only way to get this level of experience is by having the amount of fights that this man has. He's been through everything, either in the ring, in the cage, or in the pit.
Yeah, you can't have 90 fights and not have picked up an IQ to do this along the way, right? You just can't.
And the knowledge that even when your lungs are burning and your muscles barely work, that you can get this out of yourself.
We are on a sport, it only takes one shot.
Especially when you're a guy like that.
Right, one shot indeed. We have so much more action coming your way. Coming up next, it is our main card here at Karate Combat.
Wow.
Of course, top of the bill tonight, our lightweight champ, Shahzaib Rind. Not a title fight, but he takes on Andre Ewell. 4 other outstanding bouts coming your way. Stay with us here. Back shortly.
Okay, so all the karate combat fighters that you're going to see tonight have a background in karate. What you might not know is that all these guys have different styles. Goju Ryu, Shito Ryu, Kyokushin, Kempo karate, Shotokan karate. Today, we are going to focus on Shotokan and on Kyokushin. Shotokan. All long stances, wide stances. All the kicks are above the waist, and their blocks and counters are not circular movements like you see a lot. It's very more precise. If you give me a right straight, boom, boom, and there's the counter right away.
Kyokushin focus on powerful blows in order to inflict as much damage as possible. They are allowed to kick the legs, no punch to the face, and they are specialists in close range combat.
Yes, I always call it fighting in the phone booth, because this, what you see in a Kyokushin match, that's it. They will never see a moment if he gives me a kick that I'm moving out of the way. They like to take it and immediately counter. Big difference in styles.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what style of karate do you practice, because a punch is a punch, a kick is a kick. So, may the best man win.
Us.
Karate was the biggest martial arts in the world. We all did it. Now karate has become illegitimate. People don't believe in us. What happened? Karate needs a rebellion.
Title matches for you. Are you ready? I think the fun!
You're seeing it right here. This is a revolution.
You ready? You ready? Let's go. Let's see who's going to get to remain undefeated.
Overtime is gonna hurt. First round finish again.
We will see you next time.
Karate Combat 61, Miami, Saturday night. Two brawls in and the bell ain't rang. Face off outside, dude try to body lock. Head kick check, then his brother caught a shot. Weighing next morning, you think they'd act right. No, round 2, somebody caught a cut tight. F1 cars doing laps about a mile from the pit. Drivers in the paddock like, yo, what is this? Place called Bunk Studios, I'm not making this up. King Khan walks at 7, buckle up. Mayday! Karate Combat, something's gone wrong. Mayday!
Welcome back to Karate Combat 61, live and free on YouTube from Miami, Florida. We are here in our new building, the KC Apex, getting settled in for a great night of fights. Josh Palmer, Robin Black, plenty of crews on the call for you this evening. Crowd is pumping, music is pumping, and guys, we've already had 4 fantastic prelims.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it all already. And this has been the trend, Coach. I mean, in Russia, remember that night? We're on a path to do that again tonight, where it's just better fight after crazier moment after crazier moment.
Like every karate combat, each edition of this event, I'm just seeing the continuation of the movie in Russia. Every fight could have been fight of the night. Today, we had such 4 great fights, a beautiful knockout right now. We in Miami, bro. He's warm, he's hot, and he's pumping.
Yeah, if you missed them already, you'll have to go back and watch it on YouTube. Of course, like every Karate Combat fight, available free on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Let's take a look at the next 5 fights you're going to get on the main card here this evening. We're going to kick off tonight with Tommy Aaron taking on the Sea Goat, Armus Guyton. Fun match at welterweight there. Heavy hitters in the women's division. Larissa Pacheco taking on her 3rd weight class as she takes on Pole Julia Stasiuk. Cláudio Ribeiro, phenomenal knockout artist, taking on Curtis Millender. And the light heavyweight division, big co-main event, heavy ground and pounder, Guram Kutateladze from Georgia, taking on UFC veteran Lucas Almeida. And top of the card, we hinted at it in the video intro there, Shahzaib Rind taking on Andre Ewell. That is a late change after some shenanigans with the Pitbull brothers and the pulling out of Patricky Pitbull in the main event. We'll talk about that in detail as we get to it. You can see the odds there. Thank you to our partners, Rubet, for being the title sponsor here this evening. Guys, they are giving away $25,000 to the main character of the evening, which we kind of get a hand in picking as well.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, any early contenders so far?
I think Coach Cruz here deserves $25,000.
I will not mind. Give me another 25 to pick the champ. They're the winner.
I'll take my 20%.
That's fine.
Thank you to our partners at Rubet for providing the $25,000 main character bonus this evening. We'll find out before the end of the night which fighter is going to take that home. Some good contenders already with some big knockouts, but lots more still to come. Visit Rubet.com and join crypto's fastest growing casino. So we're going to move straight on. Your first fight this evening, Tommy the Spaniard Aaron taking on the Sea Goat, Armus Guyton. And guys, we'll start with Tommy Aaron, someone we've not seen before here at Karate Combat, but he's got a big Muay Thai background, a big boxing background. Thinking maybe he might have an advantage in the kicking department coming into this one.
Yeah, you know, when you're new, this pit environment is different, right? You fought in Muay Thai rings, you fought in boxing rings. The environment is different, the lighting is different, all these people staring at you is different. Probably want to go to what you know best. Low kicks, use the hands, get a minute or 2 in.
Especially when you fight in an environment like this, on a pit like this, the distance is different. You don't have a cage or a rope to lean back. You lean back here, you fall. Round and pounds allowed. So like you say, stick with the fundamentals, stay home, stay safe.
And he's got a very unusual opponent in Armus Guyton tonight. We've seen him a few times before, not typically victorious inside the pit. However, he's coming off a stunning knockout in bare knuckle boxing, where I've got to say he looked like a totally different fighter in terms of composition. So this could be a redemption arc for Armus Guyton tonight. Let's go ahead and walk these 2 fighters, kick off the main card for Karate Combat 61.
All right, in the blue corner right now, it's Armus Guyton.
Welcome back, Armus Guyton, the Sea Goat. As always, when he competes on the Karate Combat pop quiz, if you know what a Sea Goat is, let us know on social media. Yeah, we debate this every time.
Yeah. He's his own guy, right? He's his
very
own
much
guy
is.
on his own trip. And those guys are hard to fight because, like you mentioned, in whatever environment, and if you see that bare knuckle knockout, you know, he's going to perform, he's going to behave in ways different than your training partners, different than the people you fought before. And different, coach, in fighting, different is hard.
It's hard when you have everything new, you know, to make adjustments. But my man here lives on his own world, he's on his own zone.
His own planet.
Yeah. But he's here now.
I I love this kind of fighter.
You genuinely never quite know what you're going to see from Armus Guyton in terms of style, in terms of composure, in terms of power.
I had a very good friend named Elias Theodoro, rest in peace. He passed away from cancer. He fought in the UFC. He was the most unpredictable guy in the way that he behaved when he fought. And it always was difficult to deal with, but fun to watch.
You can't be fooled by the KC record 0-3. We've brought him back for a reason.
Yeah.
He's the main card.
That's right.
Well, let's get him prepped and in here. Introduce his opponent, Tommy Aaron.
In the red corner, it's Tommy Aaron!
Wearing his Guile headpiece.
But that's not his hair?
It's been Street Fighter themed all weekend. Made his way over from South Bay, California. Primary striking style, very Kyokushin based. But look, he's got experience in karate, taekwondo, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, savate, wrestling, eskrima, silat, Krav Maga. This guy is a student of any and all martial arts.
The thing about a generalist is they'll find the different moments that you're unfamiliar with.
Absolutely, because a guy that has such expertise in different disciplines, he can choose which one to use in the right moments, even as far as fighting stance. We talk about unpredictable. A guy like this can be unpredictable because he can fight on a long guard, he can fight on a close guard, he can fight on a karate stance, he can fight on a taekwondo stance, more jumping. And a guy like this will be able to switch the stances around the fights.
17-10 record you see there on our tail of the tape, but he's actually bringing a 3-fight streak into this one. He's already 2-0 in 2026 as well. Fought little over a month and a half ago, picking up a second-round knockout. So bringing a tremendous amount of momentum into the pit here tonight.
It's going to be a wild one, this one. Cold and focused. Tommy Aaron.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Roobet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action. Visit roobet.com. Black pants for Aaron, white pants for Guyton. Both guys at a long, lanky build. Good start. Yeah, real slapping low kick from Guyton early on here.
Didn't overcommit to it. He just used it as a little rangefinder.
Ooh, good job. Aaron had that right hand up guarding because spot on the accuracy from Guyton.
Aaron backpedals and gets intercepted on the way through.
Oh, nice.
He's kind of camouflaged that high kick behind a knee path of a front kick.
We call it the question mark kick.
Or the Brazilian kick.
Yes. Very famous within the Kyokushin fighters in Brazil. He threw some kind of Hadouken over there. He could bring the Street Fighter to the pit. Nice feints.
Yeah. It's going to be time to commit here. And that's one of the things I was alluding to Elias Theodoro. When you're always feinting, you're always moving, and is when you commit, just like we're seeing from Aaron here. When you finally commit, you're hard to predict.
See, like I say, he's been mixing different styles.
Yeah, you
Very
see
nice
that. You see that Muay Thai background. I mean, the guy has a Sakyan tattooed on his back, right? That's commitment to the martial art of Muay Thai.
But then also, taekwondo spinning, straight punching.
I like how he's able to mix within the kicks. And when his opponent thinks that he's going to kick, he gets in, throw body shots and head shots with his punch. Look at that, just like that.
Just boxes his way in. Oof. Punch over.
Really throwing with a lot of intention, but still keeping his punches relatively crisp. The techniques are well put together.
And there's a relaxation in the middle. it's a pulse, relax pulse. You know, those are hard punches, but he's not gritting his teeth and gripping the steering wheel while he does it.
Whoa.
It was another example of punching your way into a...
Yeah, could have had a sweep there, couldn't he?
He's cutting the grass before he gets in.
Guyton's starting to find him a little bit, but
Oh,
just as I
nice
say
left
that,
over the top.
And that's usually how it is. The first minutes they feel, they start finding distance, and then they start letting go.
that's winged C right there.
Well, looking for the single, not able to get him down. Love the work rate from Aaron here, though. And it's the work rate with the power behind it as well.
But it's elastic power. It's not...
Yeah, exactly. He's just whipping it.
Yep. Good round.
Good
for
first round in the books. Exciting first round. Lots and lots to pick from in the replays here.
Really fun to watch, this guy.
Yeah, our welterweight division is pretty tasty. Tommy Aaron looking like a really good addition so far. Talk us through some of these replays, folks.
Well, this here is play. And, you know, play is a part of fighting. Being able to find yourself some enjoyment in it. And then he enters in, catches the kick, and cocks off a couple of right hands.
I'm impressed. He's being able to use different styles, different stances, but be able to deliver it all. I think he ran on the pit like that to throw a showtime kick. And then when his opponent moved.
And it's interesting, isn't it? You know, you guys said that it's elastic power. It looks like every shot really could do some damage, but it doesn't feel like he's straining in any way.
But that's the perfect way to punch, because you should not throw super hard and squeeze like Bruce Lee, right?
Yep.
He'll sweep and just close the hand when it's close to the target. Because
though
you add velocity and the damage is bigger.
Aaron showing some taekwondo there, the hands down, dancing, switching stances.
Even the word throw a punch, it's express, really.
Yes.
You express a punch. The hands down, if he were to get hit, there, the spinning hook kick, and if he were to get hit, people would say, always keep your hands up. But always keep your hands up, of course, is nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've talked about it before, right? Hands down allows you more free movement in plenty of situations.
There's lots of reasons to have your hands down. Now, if you get hit, would it have been better if they were up? Perhaps, but you don't get to control every moment.
But if you see how he doesn't do wrong, because he keeps the hands down on a distance that the hands won't fight him. And if he comes a shot, he's able to bring them back up. And as he merges closer to the pocket, to the body, to the close distance, he keeps them. Yes.
What a great combination from
awesome.
Aaron.
He looks good.
The break of the timing there to immediately go to the well on the left kick.
It's like a broken rhythm, right? If it was a drum beat, it would sound bad, but that's what you want.
I mean, that's how you break a forearm. I think that was a slap of the gloves, but we've seen broken forearms a few times before here from blocking kicks. Not something you necessarily want to try.
When Aaron is backpedaled like that, he has eaten a low kick or two.
I mean, look, we're talking about Aaron a lot, but it's a very composed Armus Guyton. He's getting his shots in. He's staying in there. He's not getting flustered.
And he's up against a guy who's really hard to interpret.
Oh, he's feeling the rhythm now, isn't he? Just the timing again to go to the right hook in that situation.
With 1 minute to go, let's see if Aaron starts to really turn it on. He's in good shape. He's 5 minutes into 6 minutes of the 2 rounds, and he's in shape. Guyton's being quite defensive now. Watch, he's responding to everything with his own hands, like to defend himself, which of course is important. But as I say that, he attacks back, and he needs to. Guyton is hard to hit.
He is. He's rolling well with everything, and he eats that spinning back kick, but I think it landed to the hip, and that is a great switch step combination.
See what I say, that he's able to keep his hands up according to the distance.
Oh, lands a left on the way in as well. I need to replay that combination.
That's excellent. Lands a left hook backing out.
What an end to the round for Tommy Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's a lot, man. Great round.
That is an onslaught, and he doesn't really look tired either.
Nope.
He came here to work and he's working.
Yeah, what do you say to Armus Guyton as we take a look at some of the replays here?
There's a turning kick that you'll see. He actually took it off the spine because Guyton was turning. I don't know if we will see that one, but Guyton was turning in the middle of the turning section. There's a spinning hook kick.
Is this right?
I think what makes it harder for Guyton too, because Aaron's been switching so many different styles, angles, and distance. The Guyton gotta stay cautious, so that's why I don't think he's not even able to put much volume because he cannot predict which one's going to be the next shot.
His brain is busy trying to interpret what's happening. Yeah.
I got to say, when we talk about diversity of attacks, Aaron has got some of the widest range of shots I think I've seen anyone throw in the karate combat pit.
Yes. Coach mentioned his changing stances. Whatever stance he's in, even when it appears to be off balance, he's finding balance, so he can throw something always.
And a guy that is seasoned like Guyton too, when his opponent switches to a different stance, is a different problem to solve and read in terms of distance and angles.
Yeah, it just makes sense of it. Aaron is having a good time in there.
Yeah, he's in the zone, isn't he?
Yeah, and we've talked about that.
He has full confidence that he's not really going to eat a shot that he thinks is going to hurt him.
Well, that's the part you have to be careful of, because that's not necessarily true.
No, it's
right?
not. But
you're right. That's kind of what I was getting at. When he's in this state where everything seems to be going well, you can't forget that there's still a dangerous, unpredictable man in front of you. It's a wild thing. You want
the switch kick?
Yeah, to the butt. You want the balance of.
He wants that highlight, doesn't
he? Sure does. The bliss of freedom when you're in there, which he has, but you still want to remember you're in a fight. But he does look damn good.
Still 2 minutes left in this one. He looks to treetop him on the pickup of the leg.
Just everything everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, I think the crowd is just kind of glued to what shots are going to come next here. Good range management as well.
Yeah, he's just feeling it all. A fight can have a texture, right? But this one just has so many different textures. It's hard for Guyton to do anything with it.
This is one of those nights I wish we had CompuStat back. I'd love to just see how many shots he's thrown at this.
1 minute 11 seconds remaining. Looking for a spinning hook kick here, but he throws a left hook instead.
Glazed over the top. This is all kind of one-way traffic now. I think Guyton's just so on the back foot.
Guyton's arms
he just can't pick where to get a shot off.
Yeah. Guyton's arms are taking a lot of abuse too.
There's just no break in the action.
And Guyton still in this. Guyton is still in it. But Aaron, 30 seconds remaining. Aaron wants to find a way to end this on the flashiest way.
He's trying. It's not for lack of trying.
That's for damn sure.
He wants a knockout finish. He wants a viral moment. I don't think Armus Guyton's going to give it to him, but
10 seconds remaining. Watch for the left head kick, because that's what's there. He's not too greedy. That's what's there.
Yeah, keep circling. Last couple of seconds. And that's going to do it.
Nice.
It's going to be an unquestionable decision win for Tommy Aaron in his karate combat debut.
And
seems a little bit disappointed.
Well, that's a fight when he goes back and watches, I think he'll be very proud of, because he was free to express his lifetime of training in the martial arts. And he found ways to do it in the least predictable possible pattern. And he had a lot of fun in there. But he had an unknockoutable guy tonight. He just couldn't be hit clean.
Yeah, you said Guyton took a lot of damage on the forearms as well.
Yeah, Guyton's body, Guyton's going to have a rough day tomorrow. He's glad he didn't sustain extreme head trauma, but the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the wrists, the hips, all of that, he's going to feel that. Because Aaron took baseball bats too.
Well, let's go ahead and get the official decision. Just waiting for the Athletic Commission to cross the T's and dot the I's here.
And the winner, red corner,
Tommy Aaron takes the win here. And guys, there is something that's going to fall into place when I tell you this. A little tidbit I forgot to mention about Tommy Aaron. He's really the protege of Tony Ferguson.
Oh, you don't say. Yeah.
Now makes sense.
Now it all comes together.
Yes.
What a debut for Tommy Aaron. Guys, I think we're more than happy to find anyone to fight this guy. It'd be a fun event.
Yeah, let's bring him back. You know, of course, Tony Ferguson, one of the most unpredictable fighters going, so of course it makes sense that some of the DNA is in Aaron.
Still 4 fights coming your way. Join us again in just a few short moments for more action from the pit.
Roobet is rolling out the purple carpet. Bet on all of your favorite sports with live odds. Deal yourself in anytime, anywhere. Or take a spin with the roulette wheel. Sign up to start playing today at roobet.com.
Welcome back to the lovely city of Miami here in Florida. Karate Combat 61 in full swing. Women's bantamweight division is up on deck now. Larissa Pacheco and Julia Stasiuk is coming your way. Larissa Pacheco, she won the title at 2 weight classes so far. Now she's dropping down again to a third lower weight class. We're going to see if that phenomenal power can carry over.
Yeah, this woman can hit hard. Let me just say Tony Ferguson sent his love, and we sent it right back to you, my good man. Thank you, Tony Ferguson. Larissa, this woman hits, her feet are connected to the earth when she transfers energy up through the hips and the core and out the knuckles of those violent ball fists of hers, Coach.
Super strong, super technical, and super experienced. Multiple-time world champion. He's here to deliver on the show for us.
Yeah, you can see Larissa Pacheco minus 312, fairly heavy favourite with our betting partners, Roobet. She was the 2022 PFL Women's Lightweight Champ, the 2023 Women's PFL Featherweight Champ, only woman to ever defeat Harrison in the featherweight division, which is really saying something. We'll talk about the weight cut and stuff as she comes out, because a lot of questions surrounding that, but I had a good chat with her coach earlier today. She's got a very tough kickboxer from Poland in Julia Stasiuk standing across the pit from her tonight.
Stasiuk's got to move, right? She's got to move, and she's got to kick and move, punch and move, keep her head moving. You just don't want to get hit clean by Larissa. You want to pick her apart, wear her down, and then take over.
Yeah, and she's got the volume of experience to do it, right? Over 100 fights coming into this, amateur fights as well. 2025 Waco K1 champion as well. So it's a nice clash of styles. We've got power versus perhaps more of a technique-based kickboxer. Really, really exciting women's fight. Let's go ahead and roll these two. We'll get the action going.
All right, in the blue corner, we have Stasiuk.
So originally a Taekwondo practitioner from the age of 6. So got kickboxing at 15 when she won her first national title. Many Polish championships, 2-time European Waco champion as well. Huge amateur background. She's going to throw a lot of tricky shots. I think we can see some surprising moves. She loves good old spinning back fist, for example.
Yeah, she'll color outside the lines, and she's not afraid of this woman, and that's key. Hey, maybe you should be afraid of Larissa, but she's not afraid of her, and that's a place to start. And there's so much more in this game outside of just skills. She's aesthetically pleasing. She's got a presence. She's got the physicality. She's got that star power. She's got a lot going for her.
And she got that youth. She's young, have a whole career ahead of her. Fighters, when they're young like that, between one fight to another, they evolve so much. So I'm excited to see how much she evolved on the last one.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the 1-0 pro record, right? That's in specific pro competition. Amateur kickboxing, well over 100 bouts, so tremendous amount of experience at 22 years old.
In the red corner, it's Larissa Pacheco.
This woman has knocked out other women in violent fashion. Go look at her highlights.
High-level women.
Yes,
World-class women.
World-class combat
and here's the thing, we talked about this before, right? Power in the hands in the women's divisions is just a little bit rarer, right? Like true knockout power, and this lady has it. She's a heavy favorite for a reason.
Yes.
Now, she started this cut at 170 pounds in January. So coming in tonight at, what is this, at 135 pounds?
But let's clarify it. It's weight loss. Yeah, until 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean,
it's weight cutting.
Her coach was very upfront. He said, look, a lot of chicken and rice, 5-a-day workouts coming into this. And then obviously we're pulling the water and that sort of thing off in. They told me that it's a better cut to make 135 than she had to make 145, and they think she's better prepared at this lower weight class than she's ever been before.
Heavy hitting, heavy punches comes from the legs. They come from the feet and the hips and the whole body. And that ain't gonna disappear just because this human being lost some weight.
No. Don't get...
Fighters, enter the pit.
Karate Combat 61 is powered by Hedera. The H-Bar Foundation helps the brightest minds in Web3 take their ideas from on-brain to on-chain. Check out hbarfoundation.com. Black pants for Pacheco, white pants for Stasiuk.
Pacheco's eating some right hands already, and there's a constellation of punches.
Oh, we said the spinning back fist into the knee.
Stasiuk is not afraid of Pacheco, but Pacheco will make her afraid.
There's another aspect we talk about with fighters in general. Again, it's something that comes in a bit more in the women's divisions. It's just that kind of switch of violent intent, right? Like legitimate violent intent to just, I'm going for it.
Yeah, Pacheco has that. It's genetically a part of this human being.
And you see how Pacheco is smart. She's controlling the middle of the pit. But also, with the world-class experience that she has, you see that she paced herself, and then she delivers volume and goes back to low volume. She's able to apply one of the hardest thing, which is pressure without volume.
Just all, pressure with her positioning, and with her body language, and with the intention.
Because when you put...
nice! Landed a right on the way in there, but Stasiuk straight into the headlock for the knees.
When you are able to walk somebody down like that, see the way that she does? It pushes her opponent to punch. And sometimes not even with the real intention to score a knockout, but more to keep her opponent away. But if you see by the end of the round, she threw way less punches.
Completely unfazed by those strikes.
Yes.
She's been fighting other humans since she's 6 years old, in one way or another.
But see, at the end of the round, Larissa had thrown way less punches. She's way more preserved on the fight.
You see, from our angle, we see Larissa's back. There's barely sweat on it.
Yes. But see, she's very picky with her shots. Round 1 will be over. She wastes way less energy.
Well, we got about a minute left, and yeah, it's not just the energy on the shots. The circular movement that she's forcing out of Stasiuk is kind of wild right now.
Yeah, if you were step counting them both.
She's running a 5K versus a 200 meter sprint.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. And bouncing all the way there, and she's got an elevated heart rate just from the pressure.
Exactly.
Right, the young 22-year-old martial artist is feeling this intense pressure from a world champion killer.
Yes.
And her heart rate.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Oh God, that's it.
Pacheco gets the knockout.
She stunned her and turned her.
Big chopping elbow as well.
Before that, Julia was turned and spun. She didn't know where she was, and Larissa did her job, her exact job, to go in and take something beautiful and make it ugly.
There was just no change on her face. Every time she came in, she was just sitting down behind those punches.
Larissa Pacheco's job is not to analyze the situation and figure out what's happening. Her job is to fight until the ref tells her to stop.
Well, let's take a look at the finish here. She walked onto her right, turned her away. Oh my goodness.
That's the ref's fault right there. Now,
the axe elbow was something nasty.
When she's turned right here, right there, that you can stop it. And certainly right here. You got to get your body. I'm not critical of this referee. He's a great referee, but you've got to push your body in between them now. Not your hands, your body.
Yeah, Stasiuk is on her feet. She's upset, but she's not hurt. It's a tough young lady.
Yeah, good for her. She courageously fought this.
Larissa Pacheco!
Larissa.
Women's bantamweight division on notice with the debut of multiple-time champion Larissa Pacheco. And looking great at 135.
Yeah, and you know, Julia Stasiuk, a wonderful experience for a courageous young martial artist to come in here, walk out under her own power, and she knows she's fought the best in the world.
I mean, 100% you'd have her back for another bout in the pit regardless.
Yeah, fought the best in the world. Larissa's team.
Larissa also was cornered today by the Misfits champion, Julie Poca.
Congratulations to Larissa Pacheco. 3 more bouts coming your way, and we move fast here at KC. Take a look at some replays as we head into a short commercial break.
Right to the temple, left hook to the temple. Elbow, big. Oh, behind the ear, totally legal. Vicious, but legal. We got to stop that fight, ref. She took 3 punches she didn't need to take. With respect.
More action still to come at Karate Combat. Up next, light heavyweights Cláudio Ribeiro and Curtis Millender.
Up-only gaming is different. When a fight comes up, if you have karate tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens. If he loses, you don't lose anything. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. We're looking for 10, 20 million fans. Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional sports.
What a vibe here at the KC Apex, the new KC Apex in Miami, Florida. Settling into our new home here. Got some great light heavyweight action coming up next. Josh Palmer, Robin Black, Winio Cruz on the call for you this evening. Guys, Cláudio Ribeiro and Curtis Millender. Cláudio Ribeiro, monster knockouts.
Yeah, monster knockouts indeed. And of course, that's what you, especially when people come to expect it of you, you expect it from yourself. Performing, expressing your martial artistry, being free to fight, you want to do all that. But it's the big knockouts that actually affect your performance, your career, the way people perceive you, the money you can make.
And that's exactly what you have with Cláudio. Cláudio has the whole Brazilian fighter package. He's aggressive, he's technical, he have a killer instinct.
Yeah, he has a 100% knockout rate when he wins as well. It's kind of wild. UFC vet, Dana White Contender Series as well. Guy's been there and done it all. He's got a great opponent tonight in a guy with a lot of domestic titles in Curtis Millender.
I've called a bunch of Curtis's fights, and he's fun to watch. He's really can be hyper aggressive. He's weirdly smart, like he's devious the way that he fights, and people are gonna really enjoy watching Curtis fight. When Curtis is at his best, he's a lot, and this is a fantastic fight. Don't underestimate Curtis Millender.
Yeah, let's take a look at the odds for this one from our partners over at Rubat. Pretty close, but
they didn't.
Bit of an underdog for Millender.
Rubat knows what's going on, man, because if you don't know Millender, you don't know fighting.
Let's, we've got I'm expecting the experience of Millender to not try and fall into the traps that Ribeiro's going to lay with some of these big power shot setups, but let's see how we go. Big matchup in the light heavyweight division here. Cláudio Ribeiro and Curtis Millender.
In the blue corner is Curtis Millender.
It's a weird moments, Coach. Those moments before you walk out there. God,
he's getting on the zone, getting the last instructions, and like I said right now, his coach is just doing what he's supposed to do, which is motivating and pumping him.
When you walked out as a fighter, tell me if this is true. As a coach, it's actually more stressful. Is that true?
100%, because I don't have the control.
That's right.
When I'm in there fighting, when I used to fight, I'm in control of my actions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For example, I coach Alex Pereira. He's the highest level of IQ they're going to find on a fighter. Still, me and Glover Teixeira, we do not have that control.
Yes.
But it's fine.
You talk about the experience of Millender. You know, what an incredible start to his UFC career. He had, it was a short UFC career, but he took out Thiago Alves, Max Griffin, had a win over Kevin Holland as well. Has fought in almost every promotion along the way, from UFC, Bellator, PFL, LFA. Been in the cage with Rory McDonald, Bilal Muhammad. We cannot really stress the experience of this guy has coming into this.
Yep, and when he was down there, crouched inside his own mind, he was putting himself in the state where he's remembering, I fought the best, I've beaten some of the best, and tonight I'm going to do it again. And it comes from being at your best. And when Curtis Millender is at his best, it's a lot of fun to watch.
And still doing it at 38 years old as well, as you can see in the tail of the tape there. Currently living in Fullerton, California.
He can be really hard to hit too when he wants to be. He can, when he's moving his feet and he's moving himself through space, he's putting himself in places where you can't hit him in balance.
100%. Gotta be unpredictable.
Yeah, that's really the root of who this guy is. You know, a lot of times Coach will sit here and you'll point out that, and there he's getting himself going, that it'll be fundamentals and simplicity that'll win it. This guy's rooted in complexity.
Yes.
He's a little different. Just not...
In the red corner, Cláudio Silva.
Cláudio Ribeiro, your slight favorite, with Rubat coming into this one. Another man with a wealth of experience. He is 2-0 here on Karate Combat. You think about the debut this guy had, Robin, all the way back at, I think it was Karate Combat 58. He had to do his weigh-in remotely because his visa to enter the country didn't show up till 4 a.m. the day of the fight, on the fight day. He showed up and he knocked out Jady in the first round. I think it was the first round.
Yeah,
Second round, sorry.
You see him out here performing, but that's when he's at his best, when he's loose and he's connected to these moments and he's cherishing this chance.
It's because he's a warrior. A fight for him is like a feast. It's like a party. He's happy. That's where he's the happiest.
I used to say this about Rory McDonald. If he was born in a different time, he would be the first guy with a flaming sword riding in on horseback to face the opponent's head guy, and that's this guy too. That's Cláudio.
Yeah, Ribeiro's also bringing the momentum advantage coming into this one. You know, coming off a loss is Curtis Millender. On the other hand, Ribeiro's coming off 3 wins, right? Three knockouts as well, 2 of them in round 1. Most recently, we saw him at KC 59 in February. Knocked out Michael Borges with a left hook and ground and pounded him out in about a minute into the fight. So this could be a short bout tonight.
It could be. Millender's harder to get to than both of those 2 guys that Cláudio has taken out, who are both really willing to engage and want to be offensive quickly. Millender, he's tough to get to sometimes.
Tail of the tape for Cláudio Ribeiro, a little bit younger, 5 years younger at 33 years old. You see that monster pro record, 46 wins, 11 losses. It's a light heavyweight tonight, but established himself as one of the top domestic middleweights in Brazil.
And one of the top humans at separating other humans from their consciousness.
Cláudio is very entertaining to watch. He's very aggressive. Every fight that he's in, he already knows it's going to be a show.
Much more serious in these moments now.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Well, thank you to Hedera, powering Karate Combat 61, helping the brightest minds in Web3 take their ideas from on-brain to on-chain. Visit hbarfoundation.com and learn more. Thanks, Hedera. Black pants for Ribeiro, white pants for Millender.
Let's see if Millender's not moving his feet immediately like he usually does.
I mean, these are some big light heavyweights.
Yeah. Millender's bigger than he usually is, too.
Throwing a little oblique kick out. Very polarizing strike amongst competitors.
Fighting is fighting, man. I respect it.
Yeah, that's 3 to the knee now. Oh!
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Nah, that
I mean, he's a character. I get it. He's
an
absolute character.
Yeah.
And people on the internet love and hate him, and that's all fine and good. But these 2 men are engaged in combat.
You know what? Not cool. Not cool. And the Athletic Commission are ejecting him from the building, as they rightly should do. We apologize for the break, folks. We apologize to these 2 athletes for the disrespect shown by somebody calling himself an influencer.
Wingsy is an influencer, and he's fought people. I'll give him that. And he's different. But that is not cool, man. Also, he is sighted, by the way, in case you're curious. But they're back to fighting.
Oh! Huge right hand from Ribeiro lands, and well done from Millender to wrap him up here.
Ribeiro's terrifying. His whole body is into those punches. Yeah, you can separate this one. Jeez. Millender caught Ribeiro too coming in. So Millender's corner is saying we know what he wants now, so pull, meaning drag him out, drag that punch out of him, and then dart back in behind your rear hand.
Cláudio's staying smarter right now, picking his shots, because he knows he can't just put a high volume over there and get caught.
That lead, I know he's got a lot of weight on it and everything, but
this guy is trying to knock.
Oh,
jeez.
Well, I couldn't
stop that one.
Yeah,
the knees have been down.
Wow. Millender's covering here, but he's actually managed to get some guard back. Thunderous hooks.
He's down now. Nope.
From Ribeiro, and this is going to get called back to the feet. And
jeez,
anxious moments for Millender.
Just gotta let him get up. He's soon over recover.
Wow. Don't you just feel nervous when he throws
I do. I feel
punches?
nervous for Millender right now.
Cláudio should start with some body shots, like straight jab and follow up with a right over the top.
I'm going to say Millender doesn't seem, I mean, he's seen it all, right?
He has seen it all.
Huge amount
He
of
has.
experience. He doesn't seem phased at all.
That oblique kick, anyone who judges it, when you see what the man is trying to do to you,
right?
Yes.
And you,
how
for
about
some
it?
reason, kick that freaking knee, right?
Oh, landing the jab now.
There you go. This is a really interesting fight.
Whoa.
Just absolute death punches.
Yeah, he's trying to tie him up again here.
And he will, but he's tucked his head into the hip, but there's an elbow that you can get out here. He's hiding his head. Now he's going to come up with the leg. Nope. There's a man trying to murder you. Of course you can kick his knee.
Every punch from Cláudio is to take our life away.
Oh, right at the break.
Wow.
That is a fight.
Oh. I mean, we're going to look at the replay. I'm assuming that Millender just kind of stumbled, took a little bit of the impact. This was the big flurry that...
They were behind. Then he got caught. He elbowed this one, that one.
Ooh.
He's just winging.
I mean, that is a straight arm swinging on the widest arc you can muster.
It's the core. Like the arm punches, you hear from Coach all the time, don't throw arm punches. Well, he isn't. He's using his whole core.
He's not throwing the punches to win the fight. He's throwing the punches to murder his opponent.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And murder's illegal.
Hey, both sign a waiver.
That's right.
I mean, look, you want to be a prize fighter, occasionally you got to stand in front of someone like that.
Yep.
Yeah. And, hey, man, Curtis Millender has seen it all and respect to
I like
him.
what Curtis did with that Philly shell at the end. He was finding the way to go to
Right,
the
he
middle.
was. There was the cover.
I would explore more of that.
Yeah. And again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but
See,
have
just
at
like
the
that.
knee. Yeah.
Follow up that with the right. Whoa, my God.
Oh, well, Millender landed a little shot.
Oh,
big hand, and this one's going to do it. Cláudio Ribeiro continues his flawless knockout streak.
Curtis is up, but the ref stopped it mercifully.
Yeah, I don't think Ribeiro's sure he won. He doesn't realize that he won.
He didn't want to win yet.
Yeah,
He didn't want to win.
He wanted to clean a knockout.
He's like, can I hit him some more?
I thought you Brazilians were nice people.
Yeah, come on.
He thought the referee was just hitting the fight back
Wow, I mean, that was a thunderous right hand. And
He took out a man that is extraordinarily hard to hit. And you see it hiding behind his shoulders here. Shoulder. Catches it. Shoulder. Oh, that one loops behind the head. Still legal. Then he comes up and shoulders
no,
under.
it was a clean right here.
There's another one. Oh, the right hand. And he had to shell up. That one. Nope, that one glancing. Brain stem and bink.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, and immediately turning away.
Yeah.
Good stoppage by the referee in quick.
That one that gets behind back there. That is totally legal when you're face-to-face throwing punches. If I turn and you hit me in the brainstem, that is completely illegal. But the brainstem is responsible for consciousness
Well,
itself.
here's what we thought of it. And, I mean, that was, you know what, it's just like you said, he stayed in the range when he was throwing those big shots where you just got physically uncomfortable that you knew something like that was coming.
Yeah, and Curtis Millender said, yeah, I'll fight that guy. And then did. Respect to him.
I'll fight the aggressive
He took
Brazilian
one big
killer.
shot. He wasn't out of it consistently
No.
at any point.
Curtis is very hard to hit. Very hard to hit. And even the glancing ones were what got through. Great fight. And Cláudio does it again. 100% knockout ratio.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta find some more. Hey, I know a guy he can fight. How about Antunes?
How about Wing Tse?
Yeah.
And by technical knockout, red corner, Cláudio Silva.
Cláudio Ribeiro extends his streak here at Karate Combat to 3 victories in a row, all by knockout. This one again in the second round, and getting some happy celebrations in with the crowd. Look, we've had 2 light heavyweight bouts on the card tonight, and they have both been absolutely stunning fights with massive knockouts.
Hey, put them against each other.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm doing our matchmaker's job for us. Vanilto Antunes versus Cláudio Ribeiro. I want to see that one next.
Yeah, we need that. This guy can dance.
He's a character, isn't he? He was loose coming in. He was dancing his way to the pit. All business when he's in there.
God, what an athlete this dude is. And an artist.
Well, we got 2 fights coming up, the co-main and the main. They are both outstanding matchups. We'll talk about them shortly. Let's go and take a quick commercial break. More action coming your way as we round out Karate Combat 61.
Father.
That's great.
Roobet is rolling out the purple carpet. Bet on all of your favorite sports with live odds. Deal yourself in anytime, anywhere. Or take a spin with the roulette wheel. Sign up to start playing today at roobet.com.
It's a great Saturday night here in Miami as we head towards what will be a hot and blistering summer, and it's a hot and blistering night already for us here at KC 61. Well, there you see Cláudio Ribeiro. We're finally getting him out of the pit from his dancing tonight. Josh Palmer, Robin Black, Plinio Cruz on the call for you here. Our co-main event is coming up next, and it is the Georgian Viking Guram Kutateladze taking on Lucas Almeida. Really, really interesting matchup here. Both guys UFC veterans, but look at that. Our partners at Roobet, minus 400 favorite for Kutateladze. And Robin, Plinio, I'm sure you can explain to people why that is, because at KC60 in Russia that you two were both at, this guy broke his opponent's forearm with ground and pound.
Yeah, remember that, Coach Cruz?
Brother, Guram is as good as he gets. He's aggressive. He has the full package. He have a killing body, a killing cardio, and a killing power. Really excited to see him fight. He's fighting a very strong, very good Brazilian Kyokushin fighter, karate fighter, trained by very seasoned fighters, trained by Adriano Silva from Brazil. So I'm excited to see this clash.
Yeah, Kutateladze he fights like a Viking. And yeah, he's carved out of granite. You know, there's no fat on him. Man, he's a scary one to fight, but he's got a game guy willing to go.
If Kutateladze can find opportunity, I mean, here you see this was that finish at KC60. These elbows from ground and pound broke his opponent's forearm and caused the fight to be stopped. I mean, that's just perfect posture, dropping your entire weight into it. But like you said, he's got a tough opponent tonight, Brazilian Lucas Almeida, a guy who's been in the UFC for quite a while, recently cut from the UFC. This is his first bout since departing that organization, so a lot to prove here.
Yeah, and the environment is totally different. Maybe it's more free. You know, maybe it's freer than that corporate environment with all these people yelling at you, getting to do stuff. You just come in here and fight. He knows how to fight. You know, and he's fearless. So, yeah, we got a great co-main event.
What a fantastic co-main event coming your way. Let's go ahead and introduce these two fighters into the pit. This is Kutateladze and Almeida.
And in the blue corner, we have Lucas Almeida.
Well, Lucas Almeida, slight underdog coming into this one. Hasn't fought since October of last year. Had a great start to his UFC tenure. Picked up a Fight of the Night bonus in his promotional debut back in 2022. $50,000 for that third round KO. Huge experience coming to this one. A lot of Muay Thai and K1 experience that you won't typically see listed on his record. Has about 60 pro fights overall. So very, very comfortable in just the striking arena. It's going to be interesting to see if he can stay disciplined coming into this one. He might lose that and start looking for big shots, leave himself potentially exposed to getting put on the floor, and that's when Kutateladze will look to go to work.
Yeah, you know, you got to know there's a storm coming, right? So you put a coat on, and you kind of handle the wind as best you can, and you try to get into round 2. You'd be responsible and get yourself into round 2 and start winning.
All right, in the red corner, it's Guram, Kutateladze.
He gets points for the Georgian Boys Choir as the atmospheric walkout music. Minus 400 favorites. Our partners over at Rubet fairly confident that he's going to make short work of Almeida tonight.
This is an incredible fighting man, right? That's what he is. This is a fighting man. I'm not sure if he's good at anything else in the world. It would be unfair if he was, because he's so good at this.
Okay, well, let's talk about something we didn't in the short build-up there. The quality of training partners this guy has had for this camp. He has been a key training partner of Khamzat Chimaev in preparing for his bout next week.
Yeah, because Khamzat knows how dangerous this guy is. He's a perfect guy to bring in there. He's also wiry and rangy and, you know, kind of a Sean Strickland type if he wants to be. I'm sure he can play that role.
This is at a catch of 165 tonight. His pro record is an interesting one because he threw some numbers at us for how many fights he believes he's had, and tough to verify some of them. He was like, well, across all disciplines, about 500.
He's probably underestimating it. You've got to, at different stages of his life, he probably had many dozens of fights a year.
And the way that he fights, you know what I mean? I will not doubt the amount of fights that he has. The guy, like we say, from training the best, he's from the proud nation of Georgia. He's Georgian. Have Alexander Topuria on his corner right now. He's training with the cream de la crop for this fight.
Yeah, we should mention he's also trained with Ilia Topuria recently as well.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Rubet, crypto's fastest growing casino, built for fans who live for the action. Visit Rubet.com and we thank them for their support here at Karate Combat 61. Well, black pants for Kutateladze, white pants for Almeida.
That's those level changes coach wanted to see all night. Oh, there you go. Almeida keeping it simple.
Yeah,
guy drops his level twice, punch him in the head.
1-2 down the pipe. Not setting the kicks up, though, is Kutateladze, just opting for the power shots.
Oh. He's trying to bounce that out. Almeida's trying to shoehorn him into his straight punches here. He's bird dogging him a little bit. You know, one's coming back. Clean and simple, Almeida's keeping it here.
Nice exchange, both very dangerous fighters.
This has the potential to be an extremely violent fight.
And technical at the same time.
2 overhooks, but you got a man standing.
Yeah, got a good little Osoto there, or Ouchi, sorry, inside trip.
Overhand leads into his left and then sort of tumbles into chest-to-chest control.
Almeida getting stuck in there, just throwing him off.
Almeida's straight right hand has 0 tell. It's just expressed. That time there was a tell. It's a baseball. Almeida's touching.
I'm not sure what the break from the referee was there, but Good work on the shots from Almeida, keeping the combinations tight, but it was well covered by Kutateladze, keeping his guard up.
When Kutateladze ends up in tight, Almeida stays and throws. That's why I said it's a very violent fight, because nobody's running. Nobody's trying to avoid anything. Punch in, trade punches, punch out.
Yeah, Almeida tagged him nicely there. The Georgian's got to keep that right hand up, and lovely disguise of the kick.
Is a piece of skin hanging from Kutateladze's left eyebrow?
I think Almeida's getting a little better, having a little better the advantage on the trading with the punches, but like,
I mean, this is the thing.
We explored the calf kick.
You know, we were talking about. Well, yeah, that's a. Is there a cut on Kutateladze's head?
I think there's a little piece of skin maybe open off the eyebrow. I can't tell. Yeah, there. I think his eyebrow got punched off.
Well, Almeida.
Let's take a look in that corner.
Making it very, very even in round number one. Let's see if we can get a good shot in the corner here for you of any damage that Kutateladze is wearing.
What do we see? There was something hanging, but
yeah, he got a decent sized cut up there above the brow.
Yeah,
off to the side though, so even if it starts bleeding, should be pretty clear of his eyes.
Yeah, the flap was swinging as he would bounce. There was a little kind of a open mouth, bottom lip kind of flopping in the wind.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here.
And maybe that's it.
Almeida kept his shots really tight on his combinations, didn't he?
Yeah. Almeida's super dangerous in these exchanges.
And that's the thing, you know, we've been talking up the finishing power of Kutateladze because he's coming off that kind of stunning ground and pound. But, you know, Almeida has a knockout of the night win in the UFC, you know, bonus win in the UFC. He's been in the UFC a long time. Not a slouch.
And not intimidated at all by Guram, bro.
He doesn't seem phased in the slightest.
And his last fight was October. I mean, so we're going into 8, 9, 10 months. There's a lot of development. You can be a very different fighter than we saw last. Jesus, this is a violent one. It really is. Like, they're both wading in and trying to...
Kutateladze probably keeping the cleanest kind of traditional guard that we've seen from anyone all night. With that cover.
Got his elbows tucked into the ribs, too. Ooh, left hook by Kutateladze. And he's got there's no reason to not keep ripping up that calf, that front calf. And he does. One of those is going to take that leg out of commission. He's going to kick the calf again. Right. Nope, not there. Inside this time. There. Double kick. Kutateladze's having a much better minute, don't you think, Coach Cruz?
Well, a big cut under the right eye of Almeida now.
Everybody's bleeding.
What a well-composed, technical fight here in our co-main event.
Somebody's going to sleep, I think. There's too much contact. There's too much staying in the pocket looking for the last punch. Coach, you've gone quiet.
It's been a very nice technical fight to watch. Sometimes I forget to comment here.
No, it's beautiful. Watching you watch it is
look
beautiful.
At the leg kicks, maybe start taking a toll, but at the same time, when you fight a karate guy like that, they are used to take hits everywhere in the body. Like, fight a nice left hook by
doubled up on it as well. Haven't seen either fighter try and utilize the clinch particularly as of yet.
No, they both want the last punch. Yeah, he's going to change.
That was a clean one.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think there's actually a cut on the foot of Kutateladze as well. He's leaving blood on the lower gi pants, so you can clearly see where the kick landed. But yeah, there's a cut on the foot of it.
Toe
top of his foot.
No,
it's on the instep. Never seen someone cut their instep open on kicks before.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing people don't realize. It's not like kicks hurt you too, right?
If
Elbows
you don't land
hurt
with that right bit of the shin. It can be Pretty nasty. Catch an elbow coming up for a body kick.
The parts you hit with aren't immune to pain, right? You're still bludgeoning another person with your body.
Well, what a second round in the book, and this is a tough one for the judges, guys.
I think first round was pretty easy, but I think I'll give this round for Guram because I think he was able to find the better shots. And Guram is a very good fighter in the way that he stays always composed no matter how hot the fight gets, how much heat does he get. But he was able to try letting go a little more, so he put a beautiful left hook over there, put some combinations, follow up with the calf kick.
Yeah.
And I think that starts to pay a toll right now.
You get the feeling that it's all quiet in his mind during this, you know?
Yes.
Like you said, he's no matter how hot it gets, he's always composed. To him, it's quiet
I think
no matter
that's
what.
kind of a fair statement for both of them. Neither of them seem like overly emotional about what's going on.
Yes, yeah. Both are composed, both are seasoned.
They've developed their emotional control, and that is something that fighting develops for you, is your control of yourself.
Neither one of these guys has given up their kind of technique in the strikes so far. They're keeping everything super tight, playing their defense well.
Ooh.
Lucas corner telling him to apply pressure.
And it's interesting, that's a good example of Kutateladze just crowding him. So
Nice.
the short shots didn't really have any oomph to them at all.
But, you know, also, Almeida has punched during that crowding. Like, he was prepared for it. He knew what it was going to be. And rather than try to escape the crowd, he stays in and punches himself. That's why it's such a dangerous fight for all parties involved.
Do you see how Guram is smart enough that he's able to break the flow? He pull hands. When Lucas starts thinking that it's going to be a hand, he fights the pace for the calf kick.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then comes in with two punches and looks to throw. But Almeida will not be thrown. Jeez.
About 2 minutes left in this one.
It's going to be a long 2 minutes for both of these guys.
Yeah, still our main event to come. Shahzaib Rind, our lightweight champion, against Andre Ewell.
Yeah, Lucas Almeida's doing something people don't usually do against the Georgian Viking, and that is think offensively.
Yes.
You know, he overwhelms you that you have to think about self-preservation.
Yeah, had to shrug that one off, didn't he?
Tight elbow inside, and there's another.
That's really switching the sequence up from Kutateladze there.
I gotta tell that I'm very impressed by Lucas, the way that he's fighting, the way that he's applying pressure.
Oh, again, that left leg is taking a lot of damage.
He won't walk to the bus tomorrow to go to the airport. No matter win or lose. There's an elbow again. Yeah, you felt that one. 49 seconds remaining in the third round. Kutateladze presumably doing enough to win this fight unless Lucas can land something clean on him right now.
Yeah, you just feel, I mean, I was going to say you feel like the volume of actual shots landed is going to Kutateladze, but it's tough to tell. Almeida's throwing just as many back at him. 30 seconds left here.
Yeah, and the judge could just say, I need a fourth round, you know?
We could get a fourth round. We haven't had it happen yet on this card, but we obviously have that mechanism in play. No draws, no sudden, no split decisions. Sudden death, overtime round if needed.
10 seconds.
Guram was able to apply more pressure on this round.
Oh, a little wobble out of Almeida.
Oh, a little axe kick and a good kick to the body on the back end.
Almeida's a fighter, man.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
What a beautiful fight.
Yeah, wonderful fight.
Well, neither fighter is jumping to raise their hand straight away.
One more round.
Look at this violence. There's an elegance. You know, there's a true elegance in this. In these pure moments of combat.
I think it's needs a decision.
I know Coach Cruz feels Guram Kutateladze should take this one, right, Coach?
I think Guram was happy on the last two rounds and he was able to apply more his combinations in the last round, he actually applied more pressure.
They're just tallying.
You keep him ready just in case.
Yeah, I mean you've got to, right? No, I think we've got a decision here.
We do have one.
I wouldn't have been mad at a fourth there.
No. But
we have an official decision in this co-main event coming your way. Who's it going to be? Lucas Almeida or Guram Kutateladze?
And now, winner by unanimous, the red corner, Guram Kutateladze.
Well, there you have it. You called it right, Coach Cruz. Unanimous decision win to the Georgian Viking, Guram Kutateladze.
But nothing to take from Lucas too.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with his performance, the way that he stayed composed, the way that he can apply pressure.
Yeah, that's a great comeback fight for Lucas. You know, you want to win, but to come back and look that good, man, and fight that well against a guy this tough who was on tonight was Guram.
Yeah, Guram moves to 2-0 here at Karate Combat. Very happy to have him in this division.
That's a fighting man.
It is, isn't it? Lucas Almeida, I'm sure we'll see again. One more fight coming your way. It is our main event. Shahzaib Rind and Andre, the People's Champ Ewell, at 155 pounds as we look back on some of the moments from that co-main. One more bout coming your way. Short commercial break and then we will be right back here in Miami. Join Welcome back to Karate Combat 61. Before we get right on with our main event, our president, Asim, is going to tell you why we're all here this evening.
What's up, Miami? Let's go! I'll tell you what, shout out to our team at Karate Combat because we signed the lease 3 days ago and somehow we put together an event and all you guys packed the house. So shout out to everybody here, Karate Combat team, well done. Well done, well done. Guys, check this out. We could have put headquarters anywhere in the world, but I was born and raised in Miami. This is the home. You know, UFC has their Apex in Las Vegas. It's absolutely beautiful. We signed this 3 days ago. We went to a soft opening, just see all the kinks and really work it out so we could build this place out right. That's why we did this show, a smaller show. But we're going to have our grand opening very soon, and every month we want to be here. This is Bomb Studios with Karate Combat. And on the daily basis, guys, once a month we want to Karate Combat right here in Miami for you guys. Right? On the daily basis, this will be an elite training facility. You guys want to train, you guys want to learn martial arts, you want to work out, you want to get jacked. Come on, we're in Miami, right? We have shirts off half the year. So let's do it, guys. You want to train, this is the place to be. You want to come to your events. I really hope you join us for all of Combat Sport events. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you to